Can I have all my 4-Hers that are helping out with our baskets tonight, please make their way over to the baskets that they'll be carrying, please. 4-Hers for the baskets. Come on over to the basket table. Hey, 4-Hers, hopefully you all can hear me back there with your steers. Can I get you to pay attention to me for just a minute, 4-Hers with steers, all of you? Can I have Kaylin Kutu, Luke Bergeron, Haley Ann Lynch, Madeline Syme, Riley Mahaffey, Zoe Violet, Abigail Karen, and Haley Sarandria come up to the front, please? If I called your name, I need you up here as soon as you can.
Okay, if I could have your attention, I'm going to start now. I'm missing a few people, but they'll be up. First of all, I wanted to welcome everyone and thank you for coming this evening. Your continued support really drives this program. It grows every year. More and more children coming and ending up these young adults that we have standing before us. And I just think it truly is great to work with all of them year after year and see their growth and where they're going. Well, guess what? All these folks here that are standing are going to college. And we are fortunate enough that our program has been doing so well to be able to give, instead of 2 scholarships this year, we're giving 8 scholarships. Kaylin, congratulations. Haley, where are you there? Congratulations. Madeline. Abigail, not here. Luke, here. Oops. And Haley? Haley, down here. Okay. Oh, I know I got you guys here. Riley? And? She gave it? Okay. There you go. Once again, one more hand for these folks. Congratulations. Okay, guys, thank you. Sure. Thank you. With that said, we're going to move on to the baskets, and I'm handing it over to Ben.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ben Hipsky. I used to be a 4-H'er here about 10 years ago. It's been an absolute pleasure to come back and help with this auction. I'm going to welcome our auctioneer here, Duke Dygert of New York. He's been absolutely phenomenal the past few years. You're going to grow to like him, I have. He's really good at doing this, and I promise he's going to make a really good time of this. We have a series of baskets over here. Hopefully everybody got a chance to look at them. Every state here put together between 1 and 3 baskets. I have a nice list of what's in them. I'll have the pleasure tonight of telling you what's in the baskets and all about these steers, and then I'll hand it over to the good man here to get these things sold. First up, we're going to have Rhode Island Basket A. So for my 4-H'ers over there, we have somebody walking around Rhode Island Basket A. Right here, it's in this red bucket. Included in this basket, we have a handcrafted wooden cutting board with a 4-H clover and a beef cow, carved chainsaw bear head decoration, tree of life, crystal window, sun catcher, gift card from Nickel Creek Winery in Rhode Island, and gift certificates from Cindy's Diner and Hoofprint Flower Farms, and dozens of other Rhode Island local products made by artists and farmers.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Duke Dygert. Glad to be here. I want to say thank you to the Big E Committee for having me out again. It's a pleasure and always one of my favorite things to do every year. So listen, we have, I want to acknowledge Barney Cosner. Barney, put your hand in the air. Bill Ogg, right over there. Those will be our ringmen this evening. If you want to bid and you want to get somebody's attention, check in with them and they'll check in with me and we'll make sure we don't miss anybody. So you can bid high, bid fast, bid often, and there's no way you can bid too much. All right? So here we go, on the Rhode Island basket. Hey, what do you do here? And you tell me, who give 1,000? 1,000 where? 10 where? You tell me, 200, 300, 2 and 3. 200 here and 300 now. I got 2 and 3. 200, 300, and 2 and 3 and 300 where? Start them out, give me $100. Thank you. 150 in the back. Now 2 and 2. 175 and 50 here and 75. 175. 200 and 2. 2 and a quarter. 225. 250 and 2 and a quarter and a half. 250. Run behind. 225. 250. 50. Barnyard. What do you want to do? Thanks for the help. 225. 50 and 25. 50. 50. Now 75. 275 and 50, 75. Thanks for your help. And 250, 75. Yeah, I got 75. And here we go. I got 2.5 and 75, and I have now 75. Now 300 and 300 here. Now quarter. 325. 3 and a quarter. Check with the banker there, young lady. What's he say? There you go. Now 350, 350, 350, 375, and 5075. 5075. It's okay to change your mind. 375 and 5075. Yes, no. 375, 400. Barney, it's your turn. 400. Now 25. 4 and a quarter. 25. Yes, no. Gotta go. 4 and a quarter. Sold them. 400. Your way, Barney. 400. 111 is your buyer.
Thank you very much to buyer 111. As soon as I get a buyer's list, we will call your name as a thank you for buying Rhode Island Basket A. Up next is going to be Rhode Island Basket B. Those 2 cornhole boards are the big and hot item out of this basket. Included in that, we also have a welcome to the herd sign, 4 bottles of Rhode Island and New England wines, Rhode Island maple syrup, Milwaukee drill bit set and small screwdriver tool set, and a whole pile of other custom items from the Ocean State.
Okay, test. There we go. All right, boys and girls, we're on Rhode Island B, and we're looking at the cornhole. Is that right? Yes, sir. Yeah, right of it, any money for the bane, you to me be mod of it, any money for the bane. 500, 400, 300, and 30 be mod of it, on the any money for the bane. Give two and go. Out of it, any money for the bane of 250, and two, now 75. Out of it, 350, 455, and 500. Yeah, I got about 550, 600, and 600 here be mod of it, on the any money for the bane. 5.5 in the front, 600 either one of you. 600 here be mod of it, on the any money for the bane. 550, 650, 700, 700, 750, 800, and 8. Is that James, right? Yeah. James, it's your turn. You're running second. 800, 750's here. 800, 758. I'm gonna 8. Yes, no. 775. 800, 8 and a quarter. 825, 50 now, Barney. 850 and 25, 50. Now 75. Now 9. Out of it, any money for the bay. 950. 1,000. Out of it, any money for the bay. Now 10 here. Not 1050 and 10 and a half. Out of it, any money for the bay. 10, 1050, 11, 1100. Now, oh, what happened? 1050, 11. Hey, thanks for the help. I couldn't have got there without you. 1050, 1100, and 11 to go. Be modified, any modified, they will pay 1100. He's in. I don't want to charge him too much. I'm going to sell it to you. 1,050, sir. Thank you very much. Sold 1,050, row number 3. Let me see that number again, sir. 11.
From our Rhode Island A basket before, big thank you to U.S. Metal Roofing out of Holyoke, Mass. And for our Rhode Island B basket, big thank you to, I don't have a number 11. We're going to get your name, I promise. Okay, we're going to move on to our Connecticut basket. Yep. In the Connecticut basket, we have handmade custom cutting board from Connecticut, gourmet chocolates from Litchfield County, spices and rubs for a fantastic backyard barbecue, additional Connecticut-made products, a Charlie purse, and we stuck a Vermont flannel in there. This is our barbecue basket from Connecticut.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, on the barbecue basket from the state of Connecticut. Oh, go down to it. Who give 1,000 here? 1,000 where? Out of it, under it, any man of it, maybe a month of it, 200, 300, out of it, any man of it, 34, and 3 and 400, baby, out of it, any man of it, 450, and 50, now 5, out of it, any man of it, now 500, 550, and 5, 5.5, out of it, any man of it, Barney's carrying the ball, 550, and 5, 5, and out of it, any man of it, 50 here, 550, 600, and 600, where be, out of it, any man of it, 650, and 6 out of it, any man of it, 50 now, Barney, you're out, 650, and 600 here and a half, out of it, any man of it, now 700, and 7 to be, out of it, under it, any man of it, 650, 700, and 7 to go, be, out of it, under it, any man of it, 6.5, 700, I have, 6.5, M7, you're going out of it, any man of it, 700. Now 750, 7.5, I got out of it, any, now 800, 800 here, be out of it, out of it, any man of it, base, 750, 800, 800 where, be out of it, any man of it, out of it, any man of it, head of it, 800, 800, 850, thank you, 850, 8.5, out of it, any man of it, here we go now, 850, now 9, now 9, now 50, and 9.5, out of it, any man of it, 950, Barney, I got 9.5, out of it, any man of it, out of it, I'll tell you what, there you go. Now we can round it off at 1,000, and you won't forget how much you paid. 1,000, 950, 10 out of it, any money for debit to pay. 10 where be out of it, any money for debit to pay. 1,000. Yes or no? Sold. Your way, Barney. 950. 130 is a buyer. 950 is the price.
Very big thank you to North American Midway for their purchase of the Connecticut basket. Next, we have our Vermont basket. In our Vermont basket, we have Bergamot and Armor leather bag made in Vermont, Vermont maple cookies, candies, and popcorn, pure Vermont maple syrup, a Vermont mug, and a variety of other quality Vermont-made items.
Oh boy, we're moving on to Vermont. Here we go. All the good stuff that comes out of Vermont, doesn't it? You betcha. I'll go around to any amount of it, to me, amount of it, any amount. 2,000, 1,000, 500. You go around to any amount. 2, 3, and 2 and 3. Be amount of it, not 4. Out of it, any amount of it, 300, 400, 500. 4 and 5. Be amount of it, any amount of it, not 5 here. Be amount of it, any amount of it, 4 or 5. And for 5 out of it. How about 450? You go around to any amount of it, 4.5. I got 4 out of it, any amount. I'm calling you at 400. Bill, I got bad news. You're running second place. Now 500, 450, 500, 550, 5 and a half. Now 600 and 600. Now half. 6 and a half. Now 50. How about a quarter? Is that helping? 6 and a quarter. 600. Now 25. Now 50. Now 75. 675. 50, 75. Now 700 and 7 go. That didn't work, Barney. 675. 7. 7 and a quarter. 7, 7 and a quarter. Now 50. Now 750. 725, 50. 750, 800, 800, 800. 758. 800, 850. We'll take him as long as he's giving it, right? 850. Here we go. 850. Sold him. Left side. 800 to buyer number 46.
Very big thank you to Baylor Brothers of South Windsor, Connecticut for their purchase of the Vermont basket. All right. Next up, we have the New Hampshire A. Look at this moose. All right. New Hampshire A basket. New Hampshire maple syrup, a variety of New Hampshire made edible goods and spices, New Hampshire local wine and glasses, handcrafted jewelry, New Hampshire beef from local New Hampshire beef from Northwood Brewery, maybe beer, and probably beer. And yeah, as you can see, the awesome moose that we have sitting out there on that wagon. I don't think the wagon comes with it, but definitely the wood moose it's in.
Okay. No wagon, but you do get the moose. Is that right? Yeah. Well, you know, for a fee, we probably could arrange to have the wagon. All right, here we go. New Hampshire A. 1,000. 10, 9, 800. 800 where? 2 and 3. 300 now. 200, 300. And 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. And 6, 7, 8. 800. Now 9. Now 10. 1,000. 9, 10. And 10. 1,000. Now 10. Now 11. 10, 10, 11 to be. Now 11, 12, I'm way back now, 1,100, 1,200, 13, I got 13, 13, 13, 12 and 13, I got 13 here, hey, you need to loosen up the reins on those young bidders back there and let them get after it. 1,300, it's his turn. I got now 1,400. I got 13, 14, 15. I got 15, 15. I got 14, 15, 1,600. I got 16, 17. 1,600, 1,700. I got 16, 17, 18. 1,800 here. I can feel 2,000 coming. Would you give 2,000? Would you give 1,900? I have 18. If you'd give 19, I'll get the 2 from him. 19. There you go. 2,000. There you go. Thank you. 2,100. I got 2 and 21. 2,100 here now. Sold him right over there. $2,000 to buyer number 48. And thank you for your help.
Got to make sure I get this right. Mr. Mike Galvin for our New Hampshire basket. Very big thank you. All right, coming up is our New Hampshire B basket. There's a young lady here with a purple feed pan. In here we also have Northwood Brewery local beer, New Hampshire wine from Zorvino Vineyard, and another variety of New Hampshire made edible spices and goods. Local bath and body care items made right in New Hampshire. And this basket from the Granite State has something for the whole family.
That's right. Got something for Dad, got something for Mom, got something for the kids. There you go. Beer, wine, Body Works, you name it, we got it right out of New Hampshire. I'll go down. 500. 2 and 3. And 2 and 3 and 4. Not 4, 5, 6. 700. And 6, 7 where? Now 8. 800 here. 700, 800. Now 9. 8, 9, 9 where? Now 1,000. 9, 10. 9, 10. 10. Hey, Barney, kind of quiet over on your side. It's your turn. 900, 1,000. You know, Bill's got all the action. 910. You got $100. I could switch that around for you. 910. In 10. Be 1,000. 910. 910. Bill, you're working right here front and center, right? Yeah, 900. You're out down here, sir. 1,000. You want in? 910. Thanks for your help. 1,000 here, and I sold him. Row 4. 900, buyer number 31.
Very big thank you to Farm Credit East of Enfield, Connecticut for the New Hampshire bee purchase. All right, coming up we got the Maine basket. Included in this basket we have Maine-made goat's milk soap, Maine Fitzpatrick Family Farm potatoes, a lunch bag and thermos, maple syrup and a maple rub along with cooking sauces, and popcorn, coffee, Christmas ornaments, and much more, all right here in this Maine basket.
All right, I got a dandy Maine basket. Yeah, what's your pleasure here? 1,000, 200, 300, and 2 and 3 and 3. 3. She said 3. I got 2 and 3, 4. 400 here, and 3 and 4. Hey, Barney. I know, tell her, she better tell her story to him later, because this is going to cost her about $1,000. She keeps telling that story. 400, 500, 4 and 5. Yeah, 4, 5, 600, and 600 here, and 7, 8. Head of 800 here, and 8 where? I get 7, but 8. 8, 800 here, and I have 7, 8, and 7, 8. Baby, head of 800. Last call, here we go, 7, 8. I get 7, 8. Head of 800, 800, I have sold him right down the center row, I think I was, Bill. 700. Here, in the bow cap. Yep. Buyer number 12. Thank you, 700.
Buyer 12, CJN Landscaping. Thank you very much for purchase of that Maine basket. Next is our New York basket. In this basket, we have New York cutting board and coasters, 10 Mile River raw honey, Irving Farm New York coffee, 5 varieties of Harney and Son tea, and plenty more right there in that New York basket.
Can you get there from here? New York? Yeah? Okay. Right straight up 90, isn't it? There you go. All right, on the New York basket here. 500 and 5. 100, 200. 1, 2, and 2. Baby. Now 2, 3. 300 here. 2, but 3. 300 be 250 and 2 but 2 and now 3. 300 here. 253 be now half. 350 and 3 not now 4. 400. 354 be 450 and 4 not baby 400 here and 450 now 450 and 4 not young ladies out 450 and 4 not 50 50 here 450. Thank you. Now 500 and 5. 5 here. 455 be 500. How about 475? 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. Just between the SO and the LD there. 525. A quarter. Yes, no. Gotta go. I have sold it. Your way, Bill. 500 to buyer number. Buyer number 2. We got here early.
Very big thank you to Sycamore Farm Meats of Higganum, Connecticut for their purchase of the New York basket. All right, and in the home court, Massachusetts A basket. Basket includes a beautiful leather bag, homemade goat milk soap, and a variety of other Massachusetts gourmet food products.
Oh, Massachusetts got a A, B, C, and D, is that right? Looky there. So we're going with Massachusetts A. I'll go down. 500. 100, 200. 2, 3, and 3 beat Modibadini, 2 and 3 and 300 bear beat Modibadini, 200, 300, and 2 and 3, Modibadini, 250, and room for everybody. Modibadini, 2, 2 and a half, Modibadini, here we go. I got 200 half, Modibadini, 50 here, and I have 2 but 2 and a half. How about 2 and a quarter? Let's go. I got 225, quarter, 225, 250. Got you out now, Bill. 250. I got a new buyer. 250. 275. 275. 300, Bill. 300. Yeah. 3 here. 275. 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter. 3 and 325. 3 and a quarter. Here we go. 325. Sold it. Your way, Bill. 300 to buyer number 62. 300.
Very big thank you to Dyert Equine Services out of Elma, New York. Oh boy. That's your name, right? All right. Massachusetts B. This basket includes a cowboy hat, homemade goat milk soap, and a variety of other items in that beautiful cow-sided basket right there we have walking around.
Oh boy, Massachusetts B. I'll go down. Oh, that's one with the Herefords on the other side? I like that little setup. Yeah, you betcha. How much here? 500? Give 5. Any Hereford enthusiasts? You tell me. 100 bucks, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4. 350. And 350, 3.5, enough 4. 400, 350, 450, and 5. 500, 500, 500. I got 450 here, 500, and 5. 550. 600. 600. 556. You're not only going to bid once, are you? Yeah? Oh my goodness. 550, 600, and 600 where would save your money for another one. 556. Now 650. Roger, it's your turn. 650. 650. Now 7. 700. 650. 7 to go. 7 here. 6.5 and 700. I got 7 to bid. 700. I have. Sold them in the back. 650 to buyer number 116.
Very big thank you to the Barnyard at Allington, Connecticut for their purchase of the Massachusetts B. Here we go, Massachusetts C. We have some wine, a custom cutting board and coasters, homemade goat milk soap, some homemade fudge, and a variety of other Massachusetts gourmet food products.
Oh boy, Massachusetts C. Yeah, go down. 500. 5, 4, 3, 3, 350, and 3.5. 50 here, 3.5. I got 3 and 350 where be modified 325, 3 and a quarter. Out 3 and a quarter be modified 25. You all right, Barney? I got 325. No, yeah, it's all right. We still got the basket. 100 bucks, 150, 1 to 1.5. Now 2. We got James on the board. 152. 200 here. 150, 175, and 50, 75. Now 75. Now 2. I got 200 here. 2 and a quarter. 225. Now 50. 250, 225, 50, 50, 75. 275, 275, 300. 3. Where you working, Bill? Yeah, 275, 300, and 3. James, your turn. 300 here, 275, 300, and 3. 300. Yes, no, gotta go now. Hey. Sold them. Your way, Bill. 275 to buyer number 65.
Very big thank you to Nutmeg Construction of Ellington, Connecticut for their purchase of Massachusetts C. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our last basket of the night. It's Massachusetts D, so if you came for a basket, this is it. Included in this basket is pet supplies, popcorn, and more. It's very nice Massachusetts basket, Massachusetts D.
This is is the last one.
Last basket. We got the dinner after.
Okay, I got good and bad news. You heard Ben. But if you came for a basket, this is the very last one in captivity this evening. So if you got to take one home for any reason, now's the time to bid. You're going to want to bid any money, and you tell me how to bid any money. That goes for you boys too. You're around how to bid any money, 1,000, how to bid any money, 10, 9, 800, how to bid any money, 200, 300, 10, 2, and 3, be modified on bid any money, 300 here. 2 but 3 be modified on bid any money, 300. Massachusetts be 250 and 2 not but on bid any money, here we go, be modified on bid any money, 250. I got 200 and a half. How to bid on bid any money, I'll get y'all in. $100, 150, 175. 175, 150, 75, be modified any money, 50, 75, 75, 200, and 2 be modified any money, 2 here, 175, 2 and a quarter, I got 225, 50, I got modified any money, 250, I got modified any money, 25, 50 here, and 50, now 75, out of 300, and 3, Barbara, she's out, 300, she's 75, and 3, be modified any money, 300, 300, here we go, I got 275, 3, be modified any money, 300. Sold them in the back row, buyer 112 for 275.
Very big thank you to Jim's Concessions and Deep Fried Tacos out of Boston, New York for their purchase of the Massachusetts D basket. Okay, one more item before we move into Steers. We were lucky enough to have Center Square Grill donate a dinner for 6, including a bottle of Opus One wine. I have here that it's a $750 value. I was lucky enough to partake in one of these a few years ago. I think it was the first year that Center Square Grill donated this. I have to say it was a phenomenal time. If you look at me, I enjoy my food, and I promise you're going to enjoy it too. So please, this is worth it. It's worth all $750, if not more.
Are they here tonight? Are they here?
They are somewhere. Yeah,
Okay, so you heard the deal. Dinner for 6 at the Center Square Grill. Oh, they got the Opus and they got dinner. You betcha. You go out of it any month for the bay. You to be out of it any month for the bay. 2,000. You go out of it any month. Take 6 people. Have a big time. You go out of it any month for the bay. $1,000. You go out of it any month for the bay. 10 where? Who's got 500? And get on. You get 5, 6. You go out of it any month for the bay. 600 now. I got 5, 6, 6, 7. Out of it any month for the bay. James is in now. 700, 800. And 7, 8, 9. Out of it any 9, 10. Out of it any month for the bay. 1,000. 9 but 10. But any month, do you think he'll take you along or not? 1,000, 11, 11, 11, 11. Got 1,000 here, 1,100, 10, 11 to be modified on but any month, but now 11, now 12, and 12 be modified on but any month, but 1,200. You go out of it any month, but 13. I can 12, 13 out of it any month, but 13 and 13 out of it any month, but he just needs some encouragement. 1,300. I got 12 and 13 out of it any month, but baby, out of it any month, but 1,200, 1,300, yes, no, out of it any month, 13, 14, 15, 1,500. I got 14 way back, 1,500. I'm way back on Barney's side. Now you're out, Bill. 1,500, anybody, 14, 15. I got 15 here, be modified on any month, but 15, thank you, now 1,600. I got 16 where, be modified on any month, but 1,500, 1,600 out of it any month, but yeah, you're in, no, you're in. He's in, back there, 15. He's out over here, 16. I got 15, 16. I got out of it any money for the 16. I thought we were going to 2,500 here. I guess I was wrong. 1,600. 1,600, big time, 6 people. 15, 16. I got 16 where, God, but do the math. Doesn't cost each one very much, 1,600. I got 15, 16. I got out of it any money for the last call. Here we go. I have 1,600. Sold him way back, 1,500 to buyer number 46. Thank you.
Very big thank you to Baylor Brothers of South Windsor, Connecticut for their purchase of that donated dinner for 6 and the bottle of Opus One. Okay, we're getting ready to move into our steers, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Once you close your purchase of a steer, we invite you to come back to the banner, the backdrop, to my back left over here. The 4-H'er will meet you. We have a gift for you. We'd like to take some photos. It's a real honor to buy one of these steers to help these 4-H'ers out. So we ask that once you close your purchase, you make your way to that backdrop to meet your 4-H'er and get that gift from them. As we get started, I'd like to just give everybody a little bit of a rundown. These are 4-H'ers. These are kids who go out and buy a steer. You know, this year the price of feeder cattle is at a record high. If it's not, it's awful close. Input costs are going up. If you've been to the store lately, you know the price of feed, the price of everything's increasing. So these 4-H'ers have put a lot into these steers. We encourage you to help support them. We have a list of buyers here that's hundreds long, and I absolutely love that. We have repeat buyers. We have lots of new names on this list. I'm really looking forward to tonight's sale. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get going. We have 44 steers tonight. We're selling by the pound. I will give you the weights. These are the live weights, the animals on the hoof right here. All right, coming up from behind me is going to be your grand champion steer. This is lot number 1. Current weight and selling weight is 1,425 pounds. The 4-H'er's name is Kaylin Kutu from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. She's a member of the Rhode Island 4-H Beef Club, has been in 4-H for 13 years. She's been coming to the Big E for 18 years, 5 years with the Big E beef program. Kaylin shows and breeds Angus cattle. Today she'd like to introduce to you Wallen. He's an Angus cross who's 1425. She got him as a small calf at about 100 pounds, so she's put on 1325 onto this steer. She'd like to thank her grandfather, David Rodriguez, her mother, Jess Kutu, and Matt Thurston for all their support along the way. Without them, none of this would be possible. She'd like to also say that all proceeds from her steer this year going towards paying her education at the University of Rhode Island, where she's going to be majoring in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaylin Kutu, lot number 1.
Okay, well, congratulations, Kaylin, and welcome to Wallen. This is your one and only Grand Champion steer this evening. If you came for the Grand Champion steer, now's the time to get up on the edge of your seat, wink, blink, or nod, and go to the distance. All righty, I can ride it by the pound. I can ride it any money, who got $30? And 30 where be modded any money, 30 here, be modded any money, $25, $20 out of any money, you tell me, start me out. 20 where be modded any money, $10 out of any money, 10 where. And 3, 4, I can ride it any money, no 4 here, out of any money, 3, 4. And 4, what about any money, $4 a pound, I can ride it any money, 4, 5, 6, 7, out of any money, 6 in the back, 7, 8, head of it 8, now 9, out of any money, 9, where I got $8, $9, 8, 9, 10, out of any money, 10, 11, $12, and 12 be modded any money, I'm way back now, 11, 12, and 12 be modded any money, 12 here, you're out over here too, 11, 12, and 12 be modded any money, how about 11.50, 11.50, $12 a pound. $12 in the back, 11.50, 12, and 12 be money, $12.50 out of any money, now $13 a pound. I got 13 where be money, 12 and a half, 13. I got 13 here be money, 13, 12.50, 13. I got 13 here be money, what'd your support system say? You say 13? 13.50. 13.50, 13 and a half, now $14 a pound. I got any money, 14. I got 13, 14. I got any money, 13.50, $14. 14, now half. I got any money, 14.50. I got 14, now any money, 50 here, and you tell me 14.50. I got 14, now any money, 50 now half. 14.50, $15. I got 15, 15.50. I got any money, 15 and a half. I got 15, I got any money, 15.50. I got 15, I got any money, Caitlin, I think we should get a little more, don't you? 15.50, 15.50. Thank you, sir. $16 a pound. $16 a pound in the back. 16.50, 16.50, 16.50. $17 a pound. It'll only hurt for a minute, and tomorrow you'll be glad you did. $17.50. I got 17 and a half. There's one and one only grand champion. Here we go. $17.50, $18.50, $19 a pound. Yeah, I can write it. Now we're going where I thought we were going to go. 20 bucks. 20, $19.50, 20 bucks a pound. I got 20 to 20 where be 20, now 20. Now 21. Now 21. 20 to 21. Baby, $21 a pound. There you go. They had a committee meeting and they voted yes. 22. 23. 23, 22 for 3, be $22, $23, 23, where be $3, now 4, now 5, 25, 25, 24, 5, 24, 5. You know what, Caitlin? I feel 30 bucks coming on, you betcha. 25, 24, 5, 24 but 5. I'm going to 5, 6, 26. Sir, I got a question. You want to just cut to the chase and give 30? Maybe we can shake them off. 26, 27. What happened? 27. Thank you. 28, 29. Is that 30? Yes, sir. $30 a pound. $30 a pound. Now, he said no, and he said yes, and I'm not going to ask anymore. I'm going to sell him right here. $30 a pound. Thank you, sir. Hang on. Buyer number 11, $30 a pound.
Who is it, Mike? It's not on my list.
We need a name.
I don't have 11. An incredible thank you to Bach Di Pasquale for his purchase of our Grand Champion steer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speechless. All I can say is let's keep this going another 43 animals. All right, here we go. Lot number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Riley Mahaffey of New York, a mini in New York. She's a member of the Here Comes the Beef 4-H Club. She's been a member for 7 years. This is her 6th year at the Big E. She's also involved in 4-H and the National Honor Society. Her steer's name is Homer. He's a crossbred, and she's had him since October of 2024. When he weighed 600 pounds, he now weighs 1,415 pounds for a weight gain of 815. Folks, we're selling on that 1415 number, 1,415. Riley would like to thank her parents for all their help and support, and all her family that's been there along the way. She'd also like to say that Homer's become her best friend, and she's going to be sad to see him go, but she looks forward to putting the proceeds from this steer towards next year's project.
Okay, Riley, you okay? There you go. Good job, good looking steer. 1,415 pounds. You go down. Who got 20 here? 2, 3, and 3. Not 4. 4 and 5. 5 here. 4 and 5. 4, 5, 6. And 6 where? 6 here. 5, 6, 7. And 6, 7 here. And 8, 9. 9 pen. 8, 9. And 9 be modified, now 9, now 10, and 10 be modified, 9, 10, and 10, 10, 10 about, now 11, 10, 11, and 11 to be modified, that's a good looking steer. His name is Homer. Homer, 10, 11, 10, 11 to be modified, 11, 11 here, be modified, 10 a pound, 11 here, be modified, 11 I have. I got an awful nice steer, $10 a pound, 11, who get 10.50? 10.50. What's your other man say? Thank you. Now $11 a pound. 10.50, 11 to go. We mount but on but any mount but on but any mount but 11.50, 11 and a half, 12 on but any mount but 12 here, 12 and 12. We mount but on but any mount but on but any mount but 11.50, $12 and 12. We mount but any mount but 12 here, 13. I got 12 and 13, 14. But any mount but 14. I got 13, 14. I got but any mount but 14, 14. I have 13, 14, 15. I got 15. Gene, how to put any money for the 15. How to put any money for the 14, 15. I got 15 here. You know how to put any money for now $16 a pound. I got 16 here. I got to get to 20 on this one for sure. $16 a pound. 16. You know how to put any money for the 15, 16. We want a fare that we can remember, don't we? You better believe it. So do these kids. 16. 17, 16, 17. You can ride with any money for the 17. You can ride with any money for the 16, 17. I get 17 baby. With any money for the here we go. I get 17 here. You can ride with any money for the 16, 17. Is he talking to his committee or what's he up to? 17 bucks. 16, 17. You can ride with any money for the 1700. I sold him 16 a pound to buyer 116. Thank you very much.
Very big thank you to the Barnyard of Ellington, Connecticut. A big longtime supporter of the sale here. We're looking forward to calling your name many more times throughout the night. Okay. Steer number 3. This is our highly commended overall steer. 4-H's name is Angelina. She's from Stanfordville, New York. She's a member of the Litchfield County Beef 4-H Club. She's been a member in 4-H for 7 years. She's been coming to the Big E for 5 years. She's also involved with at her family farm where they work selling feed. Her steer's name is Finn. He's a Chianea, and she's had him since September 30th, 2024, when he weighed 500 pounds. He now weighs 1,510. That's the weight we're selling on, folks, 1510. She put over 1,000 pounds on that animal. Angelina would like to thank her dad and her family for supporting her and making showing cattle possible. She'd like to thank 4-H for giving her the ability to sell in the sale for the last 5 years.
Oh boy, if you can't get some good beef this evening, there's something wrong. We got some quality cattle coming through the ring this evening. Here's Angelina, 1,510 pounds, is that right? Oh, go down. You tell me, who give 10? Out of it, any money, 10 where? And 10, 10 out of it, any money, 3, 4, out of it, now 5, and for 5, out of it, any money, 5 here, 4, 5, 4 and 5, out of it, any money, no, 4.50, $5, and 5, hot Styles, it's your turn, 5, out of it, any money, 4.5, 5, and 5, out of it, any money, 4.55, and 5, out of it, any money, 5, 5.50, and 5 and a half, out of it, any money, 50 here, 5, 5.50, and 5 and a half, out of it, any money, 5.50, and 5 and out of it, any money, I'll take a quarter, you say it, 25, 50, thank you, 75, 5.75, now 6, out of it, any money, 6 here, I got 5.75, I'm going to any money, $6 a pound, and 6, out of it, any money, 5.75, 6 here, and 6, now 6, now quarter, and 6 and a quarter, out of it, any money, 50, I got 25, 50, out of it, any money, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half, I got 25, 50, where we out of it, any money, 50, here we go, 6.50, 6.25, 50, you got out of it, any money, 25, 50, last call, I got 25, 50, where we out of it, any money, 50, here, 6.50. Bill, they know they're out. He's in, they're out. 6.50, 6.25, 50. I can round it down to any money for the base 6 and a half. I have sold him 6 and a quarter to buyer 139.
Very big thank you to Mr. Gene Cassidy and the Eastern States Expo for their purchase of our number 3 steer. All right, folks, we're moving on to number 4. Just want to remind everybody, there's a lot that goes into these animals. Some of us know firsthand. Some of us don't, but having done it myself, This is an everyday activity for these kids. They come out of after school, a lot of them before school as well. They go out, they're feeding, they're working hair, they're trimming, they're working with these animals. It's an incredible amount of effort for these 4-Hers. Right here in front of me, we have Miss Riley Rousseau from Richmond, Rhode Island. She's a member of the Rhode Island B4-H Club and has been a member for 4 years. This is also her 4th year coming to the Big E. The steer's name is Iggy. He's a crossbred steer. She's had him since October 2024 when he weighed 480 pounds. He now weighs 1,355 for a weight gain of 875. Riley would like to thank her family. Without them, she wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to get this steer and show him. She'd like to thank Ethan Oatley, and without him, she wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to show the steer herself. Lastly, she'd love to thank the 4-H Beef Committee for putting the sale together and another great year.
Okay, Riley's got a black Baldy here for us to sell 1,335 pounds. Oh, but out of it, any money, but 10, 9, out of it, any money, but tell me, out of it, any money, but 3, 4, 3 and 4, be out of it, any money, but any money, but no 4 here, any money, but 3, 4, and 4, 4, 4, out of it, any money, but out of it, any money, but 350, and 3 out of it, any money, but baby, out of it, any money, but 3.5, out of it, any money, but 350, now 4, now half, out of it, any money, now 5, and 5 out of it, any money, 455, out of it, any, do you say 5? And 5, how about 475? Thank you. Now $5 a pound. 475 and 5. Got him, Barney. 475, 5, 5 and a quarter out of it. Now 50 out of it. Any money, 550 and 25.50. Out of it down. Now 75. Now 6 and a quarter out of it. Any money, 625 out of it. Any money, 25. 3 and a quarter. Where be out of it? Any money, 25. Here we go. Be out of it. Any money, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, out of it, any money, 25, now 50, and 650 here, be now 50, now 75, 675, you said, out of it, any money, 50, 75, 650, 75, now 7, out of it, any money, 7 here, 675, 7 to be out of it, any money, 7, 725, 7 and a quarter, out of it, any money, baby, out of it, any money, him at 25, I am. Give him a little nudge, tell him it's his turn, 725. There you go, 750. Yeah. He's a good player, he just needs encouragement. That's right, 750, 750, 725, 50. How about you, sir, you want back in? 750? Thanks for the help, 725, 50. And 25.50, where now 50, thank you. Now $8 a pound. Now $8 a pound, 758, 758. Out of it, any money, out of it, any money, 8 here, $758. Sold them, 750, front and center. What's that number again? 11. 11. Oh, you want to, you pop?
7. We're saying 7.
11. Okay. You want to pay $8 a pound, and it's buyer number 11, correct? We got it. All right. We're a little bit slow, but we're good. Thank you. $8 a pound to buyer number 11.
You got it. Very big thank you, Mr. DePasquale, for our second purchase of steers tonight. That's phenomenal, too, in the top 4. That's awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on. Steer number 5. Coming up behind me is Mr. Chase LaSala. He's from New Hampshire. He's leading in our reserve champion medium weight steer, weighing 1,235 pounds. He's from Deerfield, New Hampshire, and he's been a member of the Merrimack County 4-H Club for 1 year. Well, this is his 3rd year coming to the Big E. The steer's name is King. He's a crossbred club calf, and he's had him since January 2025. When he weighed 570 pounds. He now weighs 1,235 for a total gain of 665. Chase would like to thank his mom for taking care of the steer while he's away, and for both his parents for traveling across the Northeast to show, and his brother always being there to help him get King ready for the shows. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase LaSala, steer number 5.
So Chase, Mom picked up the slack for you, did she? Thank God for mothers, right? There you go. We got to help Chase out here now. He's got a smoky steer, and he weighed what? 1,235 pounds. 10, 9, 8, 350, and 350, 3.5, and now 4, now 5, 450, 4 and a half, and now 5, and 5, 5 here, 455, $5 a pound, 455, 4 and a half. $5, 550, 550, 6, and 6 and a half. 50. It's your turn again. 650, 6 and a half. Baby, now half. Now 7. Now 7. Young lady, $7 a pound. 7 where? Is that a bid? He's just found the rest of his family. That's all. 657 and 7. Is that a bid? 7. 7 and a half. So what happened? 7 and a half. You didn't look in a little black book that told you how much to pay, did you? How do you know when to quit? 750, it's your turn. Come on, help Chase out. 750, he's shaking his head, yes. 7 and a half. 7 a quarter, I'll go the hard way. One time, yes, no. 725, she put her hands in her pocket, shook her head, no. Every girl I ever knew when that happened, it was over. 725, 725, a quarter. So in the back row, red shirt, $7 a pound to buyer number. No? Oh, what happened? I thought you said yes. I had 675 right here. You all right at 675? Yes. Okay. And you don't want to be 7. Is that correct? Sold 675. Thank you. And your number? See, some things work out in the wash. Looky there. Buyer number what? 5? Buyer 5, 675 is the price.
Very big thank you to Big Boys Toys in Pomfret Center, Connecticut, for their purchase of the number 5 steer. All right. Making their way across the aisle is going to be our number 6 selling steer. This is our champion lightweight steer, weighing in at 900 pounds. This is Miss Patience Boudreau of Massachusetts, from Rochester, Massachusetts. She's a member of the Tails and Trails 4-H Club. She's been a member for 4 years, and this is her 3rd year here at the Big E. Patience is also involved in Massachusetts Livestock Judging Team, junior council member for the Junior National Belted Galloway Association, and a member of the New England Galloway Group, and also a new member of the Farm Bureau. Steer's name is HMF Garth Brooks. He's a full-blood belted Galloway, and she's had him since December of 24, when he weighed 450 pounds. He now weighs 900 for 450 pounds of weight gain. She'd like to thank Harmony Meadow Farm for selling her this steer and seeing the potential in the pairing. She'd like to thank her parents for cheering her on and being someone to lean on, and lastly, the Weigel family for being a second family to her and keeping Brooks on their farm and supporting both of them constantly in and out of the show ring. She'd also like to mention this is her last year here in 4-H. This is her 3rd steer through the sale. Her previous steers have placed top 3 in the carcass contest out of 30+ steers. Profits are going towards her school, where she's pursuing a degree in animal science and marketing at Johnson & Wales, and hoping to become a livestock feed representative to help other livestock producers make the best decisions they can.
Okay. Patience, is this your first belted Galloway? No, your other ones were also? Great. He looks awesome. Okay, folks, if you don't want to have to pay for quite so much, buy a little smaller steer with just as much quality, and you don't have to pay for quite so much meat. I'll go down. $5 a pound. 5 where? And 5. 5, 4. 350. And 350. 350. 3 here. 350. And 3.5. And not 4. 4 here. 354. 450, 4.5, and now 5, now half, 6, and 6 and a half, and 7, 7 here, I can 7, 750, and 7, 750, is that a bid? 750? No? 750. 750. Now 8. She changed her mind. $8 a pound. 850. 8.5. 8 and 850. And 8.5. Here now. Have patience. there something we should tell them about Belton Galloway meat? They have a high yield. There we go. You get more for your buck. I got 8 here, 8.50, 8 and a half. High yield on the carcass, 8 and 8.5. I got out of it, any money, but out of it, any money, but 8, 8.50. It's your turn. 8 and a quarter, 8.25. 8.25, 8 and a quarter, be out of it, any money, but out of it, any money, but 8.25. Now, hey. Sold a steer right here, $8 a pound, a buyer, $1.25.
Very big thank you to UMass for their purchase of that steer. Okay, she's back. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patience Boudreau once again. You heard what I said, 4-H for 4 years, 3rd year here. Very involved in livestock, mass judging team, New England Galloway Group, Farm Bureau. This steer is OPF, my Bobby McGee. He's a belted Galloway Angus cross, and she's had him since he was born when he weighed 50 pounds. He now weighs 1,110 for a weight gain of 1060. I'd like to thank Old Post Farm for selling her this steer to be here and seeing the potential pairing and cheering her on all the way through, and the Weigel family for letting her keep McGee on their farm. Again, young ladies going to Johnson & Wales. End goal is to be a livestock feed representative, and she's had steers place in the top 3 carcass contest last year. So she's doing a great job raising these steers. Ladies and gentlemen, there's another great steer by Patience Boudreau.
Patience, looks like you cleaned up in the lightweight division. Great job. Good luck with your career as you go on. I'll go down, out of it, any money, and you tell me, any money, get 5, out of it, any money, 2, 3, and 3, 4, no 5, out of it, any money, 4.50, 4 and 4, out of it, any money, $4 a pound, 4.50 here and 5.50, 5 and out of it, any money, 5.50, out of it, any money, 5 and a half, 5 and 5 and out of it, any money, out of it, any money, 50, no, you're out, 5.50. 5.50, 5.50, $6, 6.50, 6.50, 7, yeah, 7.50, 7 out of it, any money way back, 7.58, out of it, any money, 8 here. Now you're running 3rd place, $8, 7.58, give 8, out of it, no 8, no 50, now you're in the lead, 8.50, 8 and a half, out of it, any money, you boys both out back there, 8.50, you can out of it, any money, 8, 8 and a half, now I have 8, 8.50. We'll sell it to the young lady, $8 a pound, the buyer number. Yeah, you're a winner. Buyer number 129, $8 a pound.
Very big thank you to Smith College in Northampton, Mass. for their purchase of Patience second steer. All right, steer number 8. 4-H'er leading the steer is Mackenzie Maynard of Roxbury, Connecticut. She's a member of the Litchfield County 4-H Club, where she's been for 4 years. This is her first year selling here at the Big E. She's also involved in the Litchfield Hills Dairy Club. The steer's name is Maverick. He's an Angus cross, and she's had him since September of 24 when he weighed 700 pounds. He now weighs 1,270 for a weight gain of 570. She'd like to thank her dad, Mark Maynard, along with Chris Hicks, who she purchased the steer from. She'd like to thank her mom and grandparents for all their support throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Maynard of Connecticut.
All right, Kenzie, here we go. You tell me now, this one weighs 1270. I'll go down, 10, 9, 8, 5, and 5, 350, and 3 and a half, no 4, no half, no 5, gotta be 5, and 5, 550, and 5 and out, 5, 550, 5 and 5 and a half, no half, no 6, and 6 here, no half, 650. Signal here, way back, run them behind, 650. $7. I got 7.5. Out of it, any money for the baby, out of it, any money for the baby, 50 here. I got 7 out of it, any money for the baby, 750, and 7.5. No 8 out of it, any money for the baby, hit of it 8. I got 78 out of it, any money for the 8, no half. 8 and 8.5 out of it, any money for the baby, 50 here, and 8, 850. 8 and 8.5 out of it, way back, you're running behind, 850. 8 and 8 out of it, no half, no 9 out of it, any money for the baby, 9 here. I got 859, and 9 being out of it, any money for the any money $9.50, and 9 by 9 where be modified is $8.75. Help them, Bill. $8.75. $8.75. Now 9, now quarter, 9 a quarter. Now I'm way back again, 9 a quarter. 9 by 9.25. Be modified, 9 a quarter. 9 by 9.25. 9 a quarter. Thank you. 9 and a half. 9.50, 9.25, 50, and 25, 50, where be modified, 9 a quarter, 9 and a half, 59. Sold him 925, buyer number 116.
Very big thank you to the Barnyard for their second steer purchase of the night. I know they got a few more of them back there. All right. Coming in, selling steer number 9 from Maine. We don't get a lot of Maine steers here. They like to go to Freiburg, but I was pleased to see a few this year. I really think they're going to enjoy this sale. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte Choate of Maine. She's from Farmingdale, Maine. She's showing our highly commended lightweight steer weighing 1,120 pounds. She's an independent 4-H club member where she's been in 4-H for 4 years. This is her second year here at the Big E. She's also involved in showing dairy cattle, sheep, and other show heifers. The steer's name is Spot. He's a crossbred. She's had him since October of 2024 when he weighed 450 pounds. He now weighs 1,120 for a weight gain of 670. She'd like to thank Kristen for letting her bring a steer, and she'd like to thank her parents with all their help for the steer project this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte of Maine.
All right, highly commended Brockle face steer here, 1,100 and 20-pounder. You tell me, get around. Get 5 out of it. 2, 3, and 3, 4. 4, 5 out of it. 5 here. 4 and 5 out of it. Baby model 1. Highly commended. 4 and 5 out of it. Baby model 4, 5 and 5 out of it. 450 and 4 not $4 a pound, 450 and 4 not $450 and 4 not room for everybody, 450 and 4 not baby 450 and 4 no half, no 5 and 5 no half, 550 and 556 6 and 6 bill got 5 and a half back here. $6 a pound. $6 here. 5 and a half. 6 and 6 where be now 6 now half. I can see now half 7 and 7 to be 7 where 657 to go be how about 675 Bill 675 650 but 75 75 here we go 6 and a half and 75 75 675 9 sold the steer 650 buyer number 35 650 buyer number 35.
Very big thank you to Notch 8 Incorporated, Northampton, Mass, for their purchase of our number 9 selling steer. Okay, coming up behind me is Kylie Gavitt, also of Maine. She's from Bridgeton, Maine, with her commended heavyweight steer. She's a member of the Maine 4-H beef team and has been a member for 5 years. She's been coming to the Big E for 3 years. She also raises hogs at home, and her steer's name is Big Boy. He's a crossbred, and she's had him since October of 2024 when he weighed 805 pounds. He now weighs 1645 for a weight gain of 840. She'd like to thank her family and friends for helping her raise Big Boy, and her 4-H team for letting her bring a steer down to the Big E this year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our second and the only other steer out of Maine. Let's give it up for Kylie Gavitt.
Was he a big calf, Kylie? Kylie, was he a big calf? Is that how he got his name? Okay, well, he's a big boy now, and he's a handsome devil. You betcha. I'll go down to the any money, get $5 a pound, and five. How to down to any money, 2, 3, and 4. How to any money, 350, 4 and a half, 5, and 5. How to down to any money, 450, $5, $5.50, and 5 and a half, 6. How to now half. How to any money, 57. How to any money, 7 here. 657 to go. Be money, down to any money, 7 here. 675, 675, 657 56. You got them sorted out now, right, Bill? I'm calling your man. 675, you boys out. 675, 650, 75. Now 75, now 7, and now quarter. I got 725. We're having fun now. 7 a quarter. I got 725. 25. Here we go. 7 a quarter. 25 now. He said no, he said yes. Sold him $7 a pound to buyer number 31.
Very big thank you to Farm Credit East out of Enfield, Connecticut, for the purchase of our number 10 selling steer. All right, number 11. Coming up on my left here is Oliver Nicholson. Oliver is leading our commended medium weight steer, weighing 1,225 pounds. He's from Ellington, Connecticut. He's shown cattle for 5 years. This is his first year at the Big E. He's been 4-H for 5. When he's not showing cattle and sheep, he plays on the travel baseball with the Connecticut Whalers. He also plays flag football and enjoys spending time at the shows, going to see his sister's URI soccer games. The steer's got a name. I don't have it here. What's your steer's name, bud? Screwball. I love it. I love it. What is he? Shorthorn? Awesome. Cross? Shorthorn Plus. Screwball's a Shorthorn Plus. He's had him since he weighed 650 pounds, and he now weighs 1225 for a weight gain of 575 pounds. I'd like to thank his family and friends for helping him out with his steer project. This is his first year selling a steer here at the Big E. He's looking to use this to help him out for the next 5 years. Good seed right now can get him going for those 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Nicholson.
Okay, Oliver. So if we do good tonight, you're coming back next year, is that right? All right, here's Oliver. We got to help him out, and we got to buy a Screwball. He's a Shorthorn Plus and a Blue Roan, and he's a fancy, fancy bugger. Around, how to put any money for the bay, 5-4, how to put any money for the bay, 350, and 3 but how to put any money for the bay, 350, 455, and 5, how to put any money for the bay, 550, and 5 and 5 and a half, and 650, how to put any money for the bay, 650, and 6 how to put any money for the baby, how to put any money for the bay, 6 and a half, how to put any money for the bay. Here we go. Be Bay 50. 6 is right here, front and center. 650, $7 a pound. It's your turn. 750, 750, 750, 7, 7.5. Bay 7.5 and 8 here. 8 where? Got to be 8. Now 9. Bay 9. He'd make a nice rug in front of the fireplace, wouldn't he? $8.59. $9 a pound. $8.59. 9. Now 10. And 10. Screwball. 9, 10. And 10. Now 10. Now 11. $11 a pound. I got 10, 11 to be. 11. 10, 11. And 10, 11 March. Your turn, young lady. 10, 11. Have a little committee meeting there. 10, 11, and 11 to go. Be 11 I have. She said she's done. 10, 11 I have. Sold the steer. Even money. $10 a pound to buyer 116. Thank you, Oliver.
Very big thank you to the Barnyard for now their third steer purchase. We're looking for them. Keep them coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are a quarter of the way through this sale. I just want to take a moment to remind everybody that these are 4-H'ers. These kids every day, 1, 2, 3 times a day, some of these kids, they're putting everything they've got into them. This is what these kids do. This is their lifeblood. I went and talked to some of these kids after, and I asked them what other curriculars are, and a lot of them just looked at me and said, this is what we do. This is our thing. So this is their focus, guys. I can't put it any other way other than this is what these 4-H'ers love to do, and they love being here. All right, steer number 12. Steer number 12, our commended lightweight steer, shown by Savannah Farrell of Massachusetts. As she makes her way back in, Savannah's from South Yarmouth, Mass. She's a member of the Tails and Trails 4-H Club. She's been a member for 4 years, and this is her first year here at the Big E. She's also involved with NECA, the New England Cattle Association, I'm assuming. Her steer's name is Tahoe. He's a Highland Shorthorn Cross. She's had him since January 2025 when he weighed 600 pounds. He now weighs 1,080 for a total weight gain of 480 pounds. Savannah would like to thank Laura May and Jackie Smith for getting her involved in 4-H beef and for everything they've done and taught her. She'd like to thank her mom and dad for always standing by her and her 4-H leader Melissa for all her help. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 12, weighing 1,080 pounds.
Okay, here's Savannah and her steer, 1,080 now. Go down, tell me, get 5, and 5, where be 350. Stay with us, Savannah, 3.5, 450, and 4, 450, 4, now 5, 5 here, 45, 550, 5.5 and 6, get 6 here, $6 a pound, 650, 7, and 657 to go. $7 a pound. 675, sir. 675. 675. 7 to you. 7 1/4. Out of it any money 25. 7 1/4. Out of it 725. 7 1/4. Half. 75. Out of it any 775. 775. $8 a pound. 8 1/4. 825. Out of it any money 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Out of it any money now 25. Now 50. Barney 850. 825. 50. Out of it any money 825, 50, and 50 where be mod of it any money 25, 50 here, yes, no, gotta go, I have, Barney, front row, he's out. I'm way back at 8 1/4, 8 1/2, 875, 875, 850, 75, 850, 75, now him, yes, no. Your way, Barney, 850, buyer number 107, 850.
Savannah's going to be taking that one back home to do a little bit more showing with her. We appreciate the support of all the bidders out here. Okay. Lot number 13. Lot 13 coming up behind me. 4-H'er is Aileen Gillespie of Sutton, Massachusetts. She's a member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. She's been a member for 7 years. This is her 4th year coming to the Big E. Steer's name is Elvis. He's a Simmental Maintainer Cross. She's had him since September of 24 when he weighed 600 pounds. He now weighs 1365 for a total weight gain of 765. Savannah would like to thank her parents for being so involved and supportive, the Scott family for always being there and for their help. She'd also like to say thank you to Paul Dunn for making all this happen. Again, another thank you to the Mahaffey family for selling her the steer and giving her advice all throughout the year. Aileen is a junior in high school and would like to put this money towards her college fund and, of course, to purchase her steer next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Aileen with her first place heavyweight steer weighing 1365.
He looks like an Elvis, doesn't he? You betcha. 1,365 pounder. Out of it any money who got 5 and 5 out of it any money 350 out of it any money now 4 and 4 be out of it any money 4.5 out of it any money 450 and 4 out of it any money baby out of it any money 450 now 5 out of it 5.5 6 and a half out of it any money 650 and 6 out of it any money now 7 out of it any money 657 to go we out of it now 7, now half. I get some out of it any money for the baby, amount of it any money for the baby, 750. Now 8. Hit it 8 here, be amount of it any money for the any money. You can't buy anything shaking your head that way. 750, $8. 758. I get out of it. How about 775? 775 and 50 bit 7 out of it any money for the 75 now 8 hit me that now quarter out of it any money for the 25 50 and 850 out of it any money 8 1/4 8 1/2 850 here be out of it any money but 8 1/2 out of it any money for the 850 now $9 a pound Now $9 a pound. $8.59. Yeah, could I put any money for the $8.9 now? Give me $8.75. I'll go over here for 9. $8.75. $8.75. 50.75 last call. 8.50.75. Yeah, could I put any money for the what do you say? 8.75 now. Sold them right here. 8.50. Buyer number 125.
Very big thank you to University of Massachusetts for their purchase of our number 13 selling steer. All right, number 14. Making our way across the aisle here. This is going to be the second place heavyweight steer weighing 1390, led by Jane Carroll of Goshen, Connecticut. She's a member of the Litchfield County 4-H Club. She's been a member for 4 years. This is her first year coming here to the Big E. Her steer's name is Zorro. He's an Angus cross. She's had him since he was born when he weighed 85 pounds. Ladies, she put 1305 on him. Zorro's her first steer and her first bred known steer. And he's won many awards, including the Reserve Champion Jackpot steer here at the Big E this year. And when he was 9 months old, he won the Grand Champion at Harwington Fair. He also won the Grand Champion at the Goshen Fair this year. Jane would like to thank her dad and sister for all their support throughout the year, and to all her family and friends that have supported her and helped her get right here. Ladies and gentlemen, another first-time sale here. This young lady is going to hopefully join us for another 5 years if we can get her a good sale.
You're coming back next year, right, Jane? You're coming back next year. Going to do it again? There you go. All righty. Here we go. We're going to have to put any money for the bay. 5. How to put any money for the bay. 3.50. We're going to have to put any. Not 4. Not half. Not 5. Not half. How to put any money for the bay. 6. And 6 where? I got $5.50. $6. And 6.5. How to put it. Now 7. We're going to have to put any money for the bay. 7.50. And 7. How to put any money for the baby. How to put any money for the 7 here. 7.50. And 7.5. Now 8. How to put any money for the bay. And 8 here. 8.50. 8. How to put any money for the bottom. Put any money for the 8. 8.50. Now to put it. Now 9. And 9. How to put any money. 9. 9.50. Thank you. 9.50. $10. $10. Oh, what happened? 9.50. 10. And 10. You got a little weak in the knees when we shifted gears there. $10. 9.50. 10. How about 9.75? 9.75. I'll keep you out of the $10 range. 9.50. 75. How can I put any money for the 50.75? Now, sold him right here. 9.50 to buyer number 31. Thank you.
Big thank you to Farm Credit East to Enfield, Connecticut for their purchase of that number 14 steer. Okay. Making our way across the aisles. A second place medium weight steer weighing 1,270 pounds. The 4-H'er is Alyssa Setkowski of Columbia, Connecticut. She's a member of the Lebanon Dairy and Beef 4-H Club, where she's been for 4 years. This is her second year here at the Big E. She's also involved in the Lebanon Regional FFA Officer Team and the 2025 Connecticut Livestock Judging Team. The steer's name is Magnum. He's a Hereford, and she's had him since August of 2024 when he weighed 350 pounds. He now weighs 1,270 pounds for a total weight gain of 920. Allie would like to thank her dad for giving her endless encouragement and help, her mom for always supporting her at every show, and all her friends for the much-needed company, tips, and tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, Alyssa with a second-place medium weight, weighing 1,270.
I think that's our first Hereford steer tonight, isn't it? And he's a good-looking one, too. 1,270 pounds. Here, go down. How to put any money for the bay? Who got 5? How to put any money for the bay? 3.50. And 3 now. Now 4. How to put any money for the bay? 4 here. 3.54. And 4. Be how to put any money for the bay? 4.5. 5. How to put any money for the bay? 5 here. 4.55. How to put any money for the bay? No, 4.55. And 5. How to put any money for the bay? 5 here. 4.55. How to put any money for the bay? No, 4.50. 4.5. Now 5. How to put any money for the bay? 5 here. 4.75. 4.75. Thank you. 75. $5, young lady. 5 and a quarter. Now 50. Now I got your partner. 5.50. Only 5.50. 5.50. 75. 5.75. $6. 6 and 6 and a quarter. Baby. Thanks for your help. 6 and a quarter. Here we go. 6 and a quarter. 25. That's no. Gotta go. Sold him $6 a pound of iron number 50.
Very big thank you to Mahaliak Farm, Farmington, Connecticut, for their purchase of our number 15 selling steer. Okay, number 16. Number 16 is another second place medium weight steer weighing 1,300 pounds. The 4-H'er is Gabrielle Parker of Richmond, Rhode Island. She's a member of the Hopscotch 4-H Club and has been a member for 6 years. This is Gabrielle's first year here attending the Big E Beef program. She's also involved in raising dairy goats, dairy cattle, sheep and rabbits, and has been showing these species across New England. The steer's name is Kenny. He's an Angus cross, and she's had him since January of 2025 when he weighed 750, and now weighs 1,300 for a weight gain of 550. Gabrielle would like to thank Ethan Oatley for giving her the opportunity to buy Kenny from him this year. She'd also like to thank Alan Stone and Jess Kutu for all their support this year and helping her out with any questions she had. Of course, she'd like to thank her parents for all they do and for allowing her to throw herself into these crazy livestock projects. Feeding and training a steer was very difficult this year. This is from her. And other species she's worked, more difficult than any other species she's worked with. But she's so grateful for having gotten the opportunity to raise one, and she's looking forward to becoming more involved raising beef and coming back next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabrielle Parker.
All right, it's a support for Rhode Island. Here's Gabrielle, 1,300 pounds. Now $5, get 4, 350, now 4, and 4, 450, 5, and 5, 556, and 6.5, now 7, and 7 to go, 7, 750, 7 out, 50, 758, and 8, and 8 here, and 850, 850, 850, 8, I'll let you in at 850. I'll let you in on a little secret. You guys keep an eye on me, we'll get along better. Don't worry what they're doing back there. $9, $9. 850's here, 9, you're both out. 859 and 9, gotta be $9 a pound. 859, 859. Is that a bid? 850 bid 9, 850 bid 9, the last call. 850, $9 a pound. Here we go. 859, now 9, now half. 950. 9 baby, 950, and 950. Sold them right here, center row. $9 a pound, buyer number 11.
Very big thank you to Green Construction out of Rhode Island for their third purchase of the night. These repeat buyers, we absolutely love to see them. You guys are supporting so many 4-H'ers. Let's keep this up. Okay, steer number 16. I'm sorry, 17. Okay, Miss Riley Rousseau of Rhode Island, showing a third place heavyweight steer weighing 1,580 pounds. 4-H'ers Riley from Rhode Island, Richmond, Rhode Island. She's a member of the Rhode Island Beef 4-H Club and has been coming to the Big E for 4 years and has been in 4-H for 4 years. The steer's name is Ezekiel. He's a crossbred. She's had him since November of 24 when he weighed 680 pounds. He now weighs 1,580 for a total weight gain of 900 pounds. Riley would like to thank her family and all their support and knowledge that they've given to her and to Ethan Oatley. And last but not least, she'd like to thank the 4-H Beef Committee for their help with the show and making sure that we can get this done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Riley Rousseau a great sale on lot 17.
You're back, hey, Riley? All right, you got a 1,580 pounder. You got to get him sold. You don't have to put any money for the bay. You need to make money for any money for the bay. 7, 6, 5. What does he say? $5 a pound, $5.50. I'm gonna put on the any money for the bay. $5.50. $5 for any money for the baby. $5 for any money for the bay. $5.50. And $50. $100 for any money for any money for the baby. $100 for any money for the bay. $5.50. $5 at $5 for any money for the baby. $100 for any money for the bay. $5.50. $5 now 6 and 6. $100 for any money for the baby. $6 now half now 7 and 7 to go. Be $100 for any money for the baby. $6.57 and 7 to go. Be $100 for any money for the baby. $100 for any money for the baby. 7. I can see 57 to go. $100 for any money. $6.75. $6.75. Hands in the air, and here we go. $6.75. $7 a pound. Now all three of them are running second, third, and fourth, Bill. I got $6.75 right here front and center. That'll be $7. $6.75, 7, 7 a quarter, $7.25. $7 a quarter. Baby, money, 25. I have 7 quarter. That's not your style to go second place. 7 a quarter. 7.25. Now 25. Now 50. 7.50. 7.25. 50. Now you're running second. 7 a quarter, 7 and a half, 7.25, 50. Here's $7.50. $8. $8 a pound. 7.58. Uh-oh. 7.58. 7.58. 7.58. You're going to be 7.75. 7.75. 7.75. I'm going back there. 7.75. Yes, no, got to go. Yes? 750, 75. I got out to put any money for the base 75. Thanks for your help. Sold them in the back. 750 to buyer 135.
Very big thank you to Earthlight Solar of Arlington, Connecticut for their purchase of that number 17 selling steer. Coming up behind me now, we have steer number 18. So a third place heavyweight steer weighing 1455. The 4-H'er is Zoe Violet of Sutton, Massachusetts. She's a member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. Been a member for 9 years and been coming to the Big E for 4. The steer's name is Mead's Corner Pluto. He's a Hereford and she's had him since October of 24 when he weighed 650 pounds. He now weighs 1455 for a weight gain of 800 pounds. Zoe would like to thank her family, friends, club leaders, and everyone that supported her in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, putting 800 pounds on an animal is not an easy thing, especially when it's not one that was born on the farm. Let's give it up for Zoe Violet on lot number 18.
There you go, Zoe. You got a big fan club out there. All righty, here we go. We're going to run with any money for the new to me. Who got 5 and 5? I'm up on any money for the 350 and 3.5. Not 4, not half. Not 5, 50 and 6, 50, 7, 50, 7, 7.5 and 8, 8.50. I'd be done with any money for the you're all out. $8 in the back, 8.50, 8.5. I'd be done with any money for the baby. Money for the baby and a quarter. 8 and 8.25. I'm going to any money for the baby. Money for the baby. Here we go. 8 and 8 and a quarter. Out of any money for the bond for any money for the baby. 25. I have now 50. Now 7. 8.75. 8.75. $9 and 9. 8.75 and 9. How to any money for the baby. Money for the baby. 9. Sold him right here. 8.75. Buyer number. Was that 125? 125, 875.
Very big thank you to the University of Massachusetts for their purchase of that 18 selling steer. Okay. In front of me here, we have a lot number 19. This is Miss Riley Lynch of Southwick, Massachusetts, with a third place heavyweight steer weighing 1370. She's a member of the Wyben 4-H Club and has been a member for 8 years. This is her 3rd year here at the Big E 4-H program. Her steer's name is Charlemont Hondo. He's a purebred Simmental steer. She got him in November of 2024 when he weighed 630 pounds. He now weighs 1370 for a total weight gain of 740. She put a lot of hours working with him in, and he's pampered with baths, hair care products, treats, and also in front of a fan during the day. Riley would like to thank her grandparents, parents, sister, and the breeder Jenny Cowdrey from Ohio for all their support during this year's project. She'd like to thank her grandparents, sister, as well. We did say that. That's good. You're thanking them twice. And she's traveled all over the East Coast, including the AJSA regional and national shows, and Hondo has done very well at the regional and national shows. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Lynch with Charlemont Hondo.
1,370 pound Simmental, yes sir. Hook it 5, 350, and 3.5, now 4, now half, now 5, 5, 455, now half, 550, 5 now half, now 6, now half, and 6 now baby, my name 50 here and 650, and 6 now baby, my name here we go, 6.5. Baby, money, baby, here, 650, 6.5, $7, $7.50, $8. Young lady, you're out, 7.58. Give 8. Baby, money, baby, head with 8.5, 7.58. Sold the steer, 7.50, right there on the right side. Buyer number 129. Thank you.
Buyer 129, Smith College, very big thank you for your purchase of Riley steer. Okay, selling number 20 is our third place medium weight steer weighing 1330. 4-H'er is Ben Ravel of Uxbridge, Massachusetts. He's a member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. He's been in 4-H for 4 years, but this is his first year here at the Big E. The steer's name is AWOL. He's a black Angus steer. Got him in November of 24 when he weighed 601 pounds, and he now weighs 1330 for a weight gain of 729 pounds. Ben would like to thank his grandparents for helping him every day, Bagwell Farms for selling AWOL to him, and his 4-H leaders and other 4-H'ers for helping him along the way whenever he needed the help. This is his first year here, ladies and gentlemen. Another nice young man who's got 5 more years here with us, so let's give him a good foundation going into it.
You ready, Ben? You ready? He said, let's go, let's get it. Here we go, 1,330 pounds. Who got 5, and 5, Herbie, 550, and 5 and 5.5, 550, and 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 25, 5 and a quarter, now 50, 550, 25, 15, now 75, $6, 6 and a quarter, now half, 650, 6 now, $7, $7.50, now 8, head with 8, baby, head with 8 here, 758, and 8, Bill, got bad news. Barney's carrying the ball, 750. Yeah, he's leading the pack, $8. I'll take 75. 775, 775, 750, 75, 75, here we go, 775, 75, now, sold the steer, 750, young lady buys, buyer number 27, she's been trying for a couple hours, 27, right, 27.
Very big thank you to Mary Jo for her purchase of that number 20 selling steer. Okay, in the ring now we have lot 21 is another third place medium weight steer weighing 1260. 4-H'er is Brittany Jopp from Fairhaven, Massachusetts. Member of the Tails and Trails 4-H Club. and has been a member for 2 years. This is also her second year here at the Big E. She's also involved with showing sheep and horses. The steer's name is Goose. He's a Shorehorn Plus steer. She got him back in September of 2024 when he weighed 450 pounds. He now weighs 1260 for a weight gain of 810 pounds. Brittany would like to thank SN Livestock for selling her the steer and her dad for purchasing to help her out to get started, the Weigel family for boarding him, as well as many friends, family, and 4-H leaders and officials for their continuous support. She'd like to say that the money earned for Goose will be used for future steer projects, as well as she wants to know that this sale is going to be something that her dad, who couldn't make it to the sale, is looking forward to helping her out with this as a good foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, Brittany Jott with lot 21.
Okay, you heard the story. We got our work cut out for us here. She got a big blue roan steer. Hug it down, 1,260 pounds. They get $5 a pound. $5, hug it down, 350. Hug it down, now 4, 354. Baby, money, 3.5. $4. Get in here, $4.50. Now 5. 5. 4.55. Baby, 4.50. 4.75. And 57. 4.75. And 50 down. Now 75. $5 a pound. And 5. 5.50. 6. And 6. Now half. Now 7. And 7 to go. Be back row. $7. I can somewhere be 675, 675, now 7, 675, 7, and 7 to go. Be 7 here, 675 and 7 where 675, $7 a pound, 7, now quarter, 725, now 50, 750, 725, 50, 50, 7 a quarter, 7 and a half. 7.5, 7.5, 725, 750, and 25, 50, where be baby, 50. Yes, no, 725, 50. Sold him way back, 7 1/4 buyer, 38.
Very big thank you to Center Square Grill of Long Meadow, Mass. for their purchase of our 21 selling steer. In front of me here now, we have lot 22. This is a third place medium weight steer weighing 1245. The 4-H'er is Julia Duvall of Ashford, Connecticut. She's a member of the Willington Willing Workers 4-H Club and has been a member for 10 years. This is her 7th year here at the Big E. She's also involved in poultry and swine projects. The steer's name is Ryder. He's a Simmental steer. She got him in January 2025 when he weighed 560 pounds. He now weighs 1245 for a weight gain of 685. Julie would like to thank Heidi and Scott Morey, Danielle and Ryan Fisher, Eileen Smith, Patrick Hedden, Natalie Mayer, Jason and Denise Duvall for their continued support for her beef project. This is Julia's last year showing as a 4-H member. She's aging out, and she's incredibly grateful for all the opportunities that 4-H has given her throughout her many years in the beef program. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last steer. Let's give her a good send-off for all the years she's been up here selling steers with us.
1,245 pounds Simmental. We got to send her out in a big style. Here go down. $5 a pound. 3, 4, and 3 and 4. 4 baby. 4, 5. 4 and 5. Baby. 5. 4 and 5. 450. And 4 not. Look in here. 450. And 4 not. Baby. 450. 4 not, baby, now half, now 5, and 5, 455, and 5, 450. $5 a pound, 455, and 5, now half, 5 and a half, now 6, 6 here, and a half, now 7, and 7 to go, be now 7, now half, Bill, I get 750, 7 and a half, I get 770, where be, what do you say? I get 7 watch your toes there, 750, 7 and a half, you want to go, yes, no, got to go, 9. Sold him, $7 a pound buyer, number 130.
Very big thank you to North American Midway for their purchase of that number 22 selling steer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are made it halfway through this sale. I usually like to take some time at the midway point to say we may be halfway through these steers. You're going to hear me say that these are, our third place or our fourth place medium weight steers. If you didn't see the show on Saturday, I heard the judge say it Saturday and Sunday that he was impressed with the amount of cattle and the quality of cattle he saw. Our judge was from Tennessee. He judges all over, National Western. Very, very well-known judge, highly respected opinion on steers. That judge had a tough job of placing these classes, so I just want you all to remember that as we go through this. As we get down in numbers does not mean we're getting down in quality. So keep that in mind as we buy these steers. Okay, steer number 23. So our third place lightweight steer class, 1,120 pounds. The 4-H'er is Lillian Grenier of Webster, Massachusetts, member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. She's been a member for 7 years. And this is her 7th year here at the Big E. Steer's name is Mud. He's a shorthorn steer, born in May of 24 when he weighed 65 pounds. Now weighs 1120 for a weight gain of 1,055 pounds. Lily would like to thank her past self for taking the bold step into showing cattle, and like to thank Willinda Foxy for starting the herd that keeps growing. This is her last year showing as a 4-H member as she's aging out, and this was also her last bred and owned steer. So let's give this young lady another great send-off like we did for Julia. This is Lily Grenier with her steer weighing 1,120.
1,120 pounder, here we go. Hog down to the name of the bay, 5, 4, 3, name of the bay, 350, and 3, 3, now to the name of the bay, 50, 75, now 4, how to the name of the bay, 4 1/4, I got 4 for 25, out of the name of the bay, 50, now 5, and 75, $5, how to the name of the bay, 550, and 5 1/2, how to the name of the baby, out of the name of the bay, 5, 550, 5 1/2, and now 6, and now half, I can 6 1/2 and 7, you got out of the name of the bay, 7 here. 57 to go. Down to the base 7. I got it right ahead of you, Bill. I don't know where you're calling, but I'm way back at 7. So you got to be 750 here. 750. 750. 750. 7 1/2. Here and I am. At last year now, we got to help her out. Right, Lillian? 750 and 7 out of and I have sold him way back $7 a pound of buyer number 36.
Very big thank you to BLC Ventures of Seabrook, New Hampshire for their purchase of that steer. Okay, steer number 24. The third place lightweight steer, 4-H'er is Molly Quinn of Middleborough, Massachusetts. Member of the Tails and Trails 4-H Club for 7 years. This is her 2nd year here at the Big E, but her 1st year bringing a steer. She's also involved in the Massachusetts Livestock Judging Team, Bristol FFA Officer Team. She's on the chair for the FFA Legislative Advocacy Committee, co-leader of 2 other 4-H clubs, a 4-H state ambassador, and much, much more. She's devoted her life and passion into the agricultural advocacy. Steer's name is OPF Milton Cat. He's a belted Galloway cross steer. She's had him since November of 24 when he weighed 525 pounds. Now weighs 900 pounds for a weight gain of 375. Molly would like to thank Old Post Farm and the Weigel family for breeding and boarding him, along with supporting her throughout her journey with beef cattle and her 4-H journey. Ladies and gentlemen, Molly Quinn, lot number 24.
All right, Molly's got one of those high-yielding belted Galloways. Here we go. 900 pounds now. $5 a pound. And 354. 375. I get 50, not 4, not half, not 5. And 5. 550. And 550. How we doing, Molly? I got 550. You're out here. 550. 550. $5.50, $6, $6 a pound. I can round it now 6, and now half. I can not put any money, but the baby, I'm not put any money, but the baby, 50, I put any money, but the baby, 50, 6 and a half, and now 7, now half. I get 7, I put any money, 7.50. What happened? You want to check with, yeah, we'll check with her. Maybe she'll encourage you a little bit. 7.25. How could you say no to this young lady? 7 1/4. I get 7.25. A quarter. 7 1/4. Thank you. 7.50. Now you're out over here. 7.50. 7.25. 50. 7.25. 50. I get 50. Told him, Center Rose 7 1/4 to buyer 37. 7 1/4 to 37.
Very big thank you to the Log Cabin Delaney House of Holyoke, Mass. for their purchase of that steer. Okay, steer number 25 is a 4th place heavyweight steer weighing 1,565 pounds. The 4-H'er is Annie DeWitt, New Hampshire. She's been a member of the New Hampshire beef team for 3 years. This is her 3rd year coming to the Big E. She's also involved as an ag ambassador and on the Livestock Quiz Bowl team. She plays football for a high school varsity team and has been a part of the Merrimack County Swine Club, Nanny Berry Lane Goat Club, and served 2 terms on the New Hampshire Teen Conference Commission. The steer's name is Luke Skywalker. He's an Angus steer. She's had him since September of 24 when he weighed 630 pounds. He now weighs 1,565 for a weight gain of 935 pounds. 900 pounds, guys. Like I said, to put that much weight on an animal that wasn't born on the farm takes a lot of effort, time, and money. It's absolutely incredible. Annie would like to thank her parents and L&S Farms for all the support and help with her steer. She'd also like to thank the bidders who are here tonight for coming out to support the 4-H beef program. She wants to say that you all are awesome and thank you very much. Ladies, Annie DeWitt, New Hampshire with lot 25.
All right, where's New Hampshire? I'll go down. I'll go down to the any money for the band, 10, 9, 8. Look at $5. I'll go down to the any money for the bay, 5, 5.50, and 5.5 to the any money for the bottom of 5.50, $6 here, 6.50, and 6 now to the any money for the bay, how to the any money for the bay, 6.50, and 6 now to the it's your turn, how to the any money for the bottom of any money for the bay, 50, and 6 now to the any money for the bottom of any money for the bay, 50 here, and 6.50, and 6 now half, now 7, now half. I get 7.5. Buster 7.50, and 7 out, but any money for the bottom, but any money for the base 7.50, and 7 out, but any now half, now 8, add but any money 8, now half. Bill, I get 8.50. I get down, but any 8 and 8.50, 8 and a half, but any money for the bottom, but any money for the but any money for the base 50 here, and 8.50, 8.50, 8 and a half, but any money for the bottom, but any money for the base. Last call, 8.50. Now 9. Now 9. Thanks for your help. 8.59. Yeah, get on to any money for the bay. 9. Sold them in the back row. 8.50 is the price. The buyer's 135.
Very big thank you to Earthlight Solar of Allington, Connecticut for their 2nd purchase of a steer. In front of me now, we have our number 26 selling steer, a heavyweight steer weighing 1425. The 4-H'er is Olivia Gagne of Foster, Rhode Island. Member of the Rhode Island beef team and has been a member for 3 years. This is her 2nd year here at the Big E. Olivia also shows brown Swiss dairy cattle, but raising Angus is her passion. She's a member of the Killingly FFA and is an ag student at the Killingly Regional Ag Center. Her steer's name is Dutton. He's a registered Angus steer, and she's had him since October of 24 when he weighed 300 pounds. He now weighs 1425 for a weight gain of 1125. Again, folks, 1,100 pounds since October is absolutely incredible. Olivia would like to thank her mom and dad for all the support they give her. She is proud that Dutton came from Bagwell Farm, a veteran-owned farm, and a big thank you to Randy Bagwell for giving her the opportunity to own Dutton. Dutton was a champion Angus steer at the spring show at the Freiburg Youth Show. And last week he was named the champion Angus steer here at the Big E Open Angus Show. Olivia is proud to present to you Dutton.
you Angus fanciers, here we go. Here's Dutton. All down. $8. Hook at 5. 4, 5. 4 and 5 and 6. Got to be 6. 550. And 5 popping out. 550. And 5 out. 550. And 5 now half. Now 6. And 6. 650. And 6 now. Buster. Got to be 650. And 6 now. Styles, you run them behind. 650. And 6 and a half. 650. 650. $7. $7. Thank you. 750. 750. 750. 7 and a half. I'm down here at 7. 750. 758. We'll take him. It's $8. 758. $8 here. 775. 775. 775. 750. 75. 50. 75. Here we go. 70. Down 75. Uh-oh. $8 a pound. Thank you. 850. 850. 850. They're still trying to decide whether they want to give $7.75 or not. $8, $8.50. I have sold him right there. Multiple supporters this evening. $8 a pound. Buyer number 11.
Another very big thank you to Green Construction of Rhode Island for their 4th purchase of the night. That's absolutely incredible. We love to see folks that come out here and support more than one 4-H'er. In front of me now, we have lot 27, a heavyweight steer weighing 1,340. 4-H'er is John Ravel of Uxbridge, Massachusetts, member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. He's been a member for 4 years. Been coming to Big E for 3. The steer's name is Rex. He's a Simmental maintainer cross. Had him since September of 24 when he weighed 630. Now weighs 1340 for a weight gain of 710. John would like to thank his grandparents for everything they do. Would also like to thank RMJ Show Cattle for the steer. And he'd like to say he's had a great year with him, and would like to thank everyone that's given him advice this year. He would like to say that this money from this sale this year is going to go to purchase the steer for next year and provide plenty of feed for him too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get another heavyweight out of John Ravel next year. The steer weighing 1340.
Okay, Jonathan, here we go. 1,340 pounds. Give 5 and 5. 450. 4 and a half. 450 and 450 here and 450 and 450. 450 a pound. 4 over 4 and a half. Now 50. Now 5 and 5. Got to be 5. Got 450 out there. $5. $5.50. $6. $6.50. $7. What? $6.75. Thank you. $7. 6 cents. 7 1/4. And 7.25. Thanks for what you did do. 7.25. 7 1/4. Sold him. $7 a pound. 115 is the buyer.
Very big thank you to the ESE concessioners for their purchase of that number 27 selling steer. Number 28, a medium weight steer weighing 1210. A 4-H'er is Dean Stone from West Kingston, Rhode Island. He's a member of the Blueberry Patchers, Hopscotch, and Rhodey Shepherds 4-H clubs. Been a member for 7 years, but this is his first year showing here at the Big E. Dean is also involved in community service, sheep, dairy goats, and rabbits. He's also in the Boy Scouts of America. Steer's name is Maverick. He's an Angus cross steer when he's had him since birth, when he weighed 80 pounds. I'd like to say that, unfortunately, the calf's mother passed away when he was young, so he had to bottle feed this calf fresh milk from cows at a local dairy farm for 4 months. Since then, he's transitioned him using high-quality grains and hay with no added antibiotics. He now weighs 1310 for a total weight gain of 1210. Well, a little more than that. But Dean would like to thank Dwayne Mack, the breeder, for trusting him to take care of Maverick, and to his parents for driving and helping him get milk for 4 months to bottle feed this calf. Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Stone with his steer Maverick.
There you go. Here's Mean Dean with his black baldy. All around. You're gonna out of it any money for the bay. $5 a pound. Out of it any money for the bay. $4.50 and $4.50. Not $5. You're gonna out of it any money for the bay. $5 here. $4.55 out of it any money for the $5.50 and $5 out of it any money for the bottom of any money for the bottom of any money for the bay. $5.50. Yes, sir. $6 and $6. You're gonna out of it now 6 and now half. 6 and a half. Out of it any money for the bay. 50 here and $6.50 and 6 out of it any money for the bay. Get around. But any money for the bay, $6.50, $6.50, and I'm calling you $6.50, and any money for the bay. Look in here, $6.50, and any money for the bay. Here we go. Last call. 6 and a quarter, 25. He might have done any money for the bay, 25.9. Sold him. Your way, Bill. $6 a pound. Buyer number 31.
Very big thank you to Farm Credit East for their purchase of Dean's steer. In front of us now, we have lot number 29. It's a medium weight steer weighing 1275. The 4-H'er on the halter is Morgan Syme of South Windsor, Connecticut. She's been a member of the 4-H beef team. Oh, she is a member of the 4-H beef team, Connecticut, and has been a member for 8 years, but this is her first year here showing at the Big E. Morgan also shows sheep at the Big E for many years. She manages her own flock of natural colored sheep, storing them at a state and national level. Her steer's name is Redneck. He's a shorthorn steer. She had him since birth in March of 2024 when he weighed 86 pounds. He now weighs 1275 for a weight gain of 1189. Morgan would like to thank her dad and her sister Madeline for helping her navigate all that goes into raising a beef steer. She would not be here today without their help. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Syme of Connecticut with lot number 29.
Redneck, that's an appropriate name. Oh, get around. You're going to have to put any money for the bay. 5-wire. You're going to have to put any money for the bay. 450 and 4 now to put any money for the bottom, put any money for the bay. 450 and 4 now to put it now 5, how to put it now half, now 6. You're going to have to put it now 650 and 6 now to put any money for the bottom, put any money for the bay. 650 and 6 now to put any money for the bottom, put any. You want to get your colorful one? Here you go. 650, 6 and a half, now half, now 7, now 7, now 7, 657, now half, 750, 7, 7 and a half, now half, now 8, how to put in the bay, head of it 8 here, 750, how to put in the bay, 758. Bill? Every important buyer always looks next door to see if the wife gives him permission or not. I noticed he did that, and things are working out really well. $7.50, $8, $78. Hit him $8. It's your turn. $7.58. You want to check with somebody? $8. $78. $7.75. $7.75 and put out the name under 75. Yes or no? $7.75. Now $8. You all right at 8? I got 75. $8. Round it off. What's mother say? 8 and a quarter. He says no. I surrender. Sold right here. $8 a pound. The buyer number 65. Thank you both.
Very big thank you to Nutmeg Construction of Ellington, Connecticut for their purchase of Morgan steer. Okay. Lot number 30. Lot 30 is a medium weight steer weighing 1215. A 4-H'er Scarlett Gervais of Sutton, Massachusetts. A member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club, where she's been a member for 6 years. This is her 3rd year here at the Big E. And she also shows sheep along with her steers. Steer's name is Ralph. He's a Hereford steer. She had him since January of this year when he weighed 600 pounds. He now weighs 1215 for a weight gain of 615 pounds. She would like to thank for their support the Roberts family for selling her Ralph. and her forage steer Paul for his help along the way. She wants to say the money that is made tonight is going to go into next year's project, where she's hoping to buy a heifer and a steer to be right back here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Scarlett Gervais of Sutton, Massachusetts.
Okay, Scarlett, so here's the deal. We got to get you a lot of money if you're going to buy a steer and a heifer, right? We got to gather up, because that's going to a sizable investment, right? Okay. We got a lot of work to do. $5 a pound. 3, 4, and 3 and 4. 3, 4, and 4, 4, 5, 455, and 5, 550, and 5, 550, and 5, 550, and 5, now half, now 6, and 6 square, 6 here, 556, and 6, 575. 575, thank you, now 6, now a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 25. We got 6 on Buster now over here. 6 and a quarter, 625. Here we go. 6 and a quarter, 25. Last call. 6 and a quarter, 25. Now 50, 650, 650. Now 7. Now 7, 657. Well, you had plenty of time. 657, 657. How about 675? 675. 670. I'll ask him for 7. 675. 650, 75. Yes, no. Thank you. Now $7. Oh, no, he said the same thing and changed his mind. 675, 7, yes or no? 675, 7 to go. 7. Your winner, 675 to buyer number 8.
Very big thank you to Mr. Gudeman of Stafford, Connecticut, for his purchase of steer number 30. Okay. Steer number 31. I recognize him. Is a lightweight steer weighing 1180. 4-H's name is Dean Stone from West Kingston, Rhode Island. Member of the bunch of clubs, Blueberry Patchers, Hopscotch, and Rhodey Shepherds. Been in 4-H for 7 years, but here's his first here. He's also involved in a lot of community service, sheep, dairy, rabbits, and he's a Boy Scout. The steer's name is Iceman. He's a maintainer steer. He's had him since October of 24, when he weighed 400 pounds. He now weighs 1180 for a weight gain of 780. He likes to say that Iceman has a lot of power, muscle, and finished package into a smaller frame. Dean would also like to thank his mom and dad for all the support they've given him, and to Jess Kutu, Terry Oli, and Mike Galvin for all they do for the 4-H beef team. He's proud to present to you Iceman.
You got a hold of him, Dean? Are you okay, Dean? Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. $5 a pound. 3, 4. 4, and 3 and 4 and 5. 450, 550, 550, 550, 5 and a half. 556 and a half, 6 and a half. I got 6 here and 650 and 6 and a half, 6 and a half. Now 7. What happened to you now? $7. 657. 675. 675. 675. 650. 75. Hey, a lot of good meat in a small package, right, Dean? Is that right? I said a lot of good meat in a small package, right? Yeah. You got it. 650. $7. I got 7. 7. Sold them to you, 650. Buyer number 11. Thank you, sir. 650 to buyer 11.
Incredible. Thank you to Green Construction over Rhode Island. Absolutely phenomenal to see that many steers go. Okay. In front of me now, we have lot number 32. Annika Gillespie with her lightweight steer weighing 900 pounds. She's from Sutton, Massachusetts. She's a member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. Been a member for 8 years and been coming to the Big E for 4. The steer's name is Bob. He's a crossbred steer, and she's had him since September of 2024. When he weighed 300 pounds, he now weighs 900 for a weight gain of 600. Easy math, I love it. Annika would like to thank Chris and Angelica Scott and her family, especially her dad, for all the help he's given. She wants to say this will be her last year in the program as she's aging out, but she appreciates all the time she's had in 4-H, the folks she's met, the experience she's had. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Annika a great farewell with a phenomenal sell on her 900-pound steer.
Oh, 900-pound smoky steer here. I got around of it any money, but a bay 5. Hook at 5. I got around of it any money, but a bay 450. And 4 out of it any money, but now 5, now half out of it any money, but a bay 5, 550. And 5 and a half, and now 6, and now half. I guess out of it now 7, now half out of it any money, but a bay 750. And 7 out of it any money, but a bay 7 1/4. I got 725 out of it any money, but any money, but a bay 9, 7 7 1/4 out of it any money, but out of it any money, but a bay 25. Last call 7 7 1/4. Sold him your way, Bill, $7 a pound. Where was that buyer? Were you okay? Okay. What'd you have? 650. Okay. You got to be 7 on this side. 657. And 7 to go. You boys out over there. 650. 675. 675, 650, 75. Here we go. 6.5 75, 675. I straightened it out. Sold him over here 650. Your way, Bill. Buyer number 31, 650.
Very big thank you to Farm Credit East of Enfield, Connecticut for their 3rd purchase of the night. Okay, lot number 33. It's a heavyweight steer weighing 1465, led in by Mr. Owen Horn of Warren, Connecticut. He's a member of the Litchfield County 4-H Club, where he's been a member for 2 years. This is his first year here at the Big E. He also has dairy goats at home that he shows, and his steer's name is Maverick. He's a Simmental steer, and he's had him since September last year, when he weighed 600 pounds, and he now weighs 1465 for a weight gain of 865. Another respectable amount of weight gain on a steer that was got partway through the year last year. Owen would like to thank his dad, mom, brothers, friends, and cousins for all their help and support. Ladies and gentlemen, this is his first year here. He's probably got another 5 or so with us. So let's give him a great sale on this one and set him up for a great foundation for the next 5 years.
Okay, Owen, here we go. 1,465 pounds. Here go down. Here go down. But any money, but a base 6, 5, 4. Out of it, any money, but a bay. No, 450. Here go down. But any money, but a bay. 4.5. And now 5. And 5. Be mad, but any money, but any money, but a bay. No, 455. And 5, 5. Where be mad, but any money, but a bay. 550. And 5 out of it, any money, but Styles is in now. 550. And 5 out of it, any money, but any money, but a bay. 550. And 5 out of it, any money, but any money, but a bay 5 1/4. And 25. Hanging out of it, any money, but any money, but a bay 5. 5 1/4. You're both out over here. 525. I can ride with any money, but any money, but any money, but a bay 5. Yep. Now half. 5 1/2. 5 1/2. 525. 50. Who said yes? Is that you, Buster? 525, 550 over here. 525, 50. I'm gonna check in with Styles. 550 and 25, 50. Where be mod of it? Any money but a bay 5 1/4, 5 1/2. I can 25, 50. Where be mod of it? Any money but a bay 25. Any money but a bay 25. But here now I have almost. I can 5 1/4, 5 1/2. But any money but any money but a bay 50 here. 5 1/4, 50. 550. Sold him 5 1/4. Your way, Buster. Number is 111.
Very big thank you to U.S. Metal Roofing out of Holyoke, Mass. for their purchase of number 33 steer. Okay, in front of me now we have lot number 34. It's a heavyweight steer weighing 1365, led in by Miss Matilda Gervais of Sutton, Massachusetts. She's a member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club. Has been a member for 7 years. She's been coming to the Big E for 3 years. Steer's name is Rufus. He's a Hereford steer. She's had him since October of 24 when he weighed 700 pounds, and he now weighs 1365 for a weight gain of 655. Matilda would like to thank her parents for all their help. She couldn't have done it without them. And she'd also like to thank her 4-H leader, Paul Dunn, and all her other friends with their help with the steer this year. Ladies and gentlemen, lot 34, Matilda Gervais.
Okay, here's Matilda and here's Rufus. Here down, I'll get on to put any money for the bay 5, how to put on to put any money for the bay 354, how to put any money for the bay 50, and 4.5. I could on to put on to put any money for any money for the bay no 450, and 4 before now to put on to put any money for any money for the bay 50 here, 455, and 5 be money for any money for the bay 5, 455 put any money for any money for any money for the bay 5 here. Look in, there's room here. You say 5? 455, 550, and 5 now to put any money for any money for any money for the bay 5.25. I got 5.25. How to put any how to put it now 25, 50, 75, 575, 575, 6, and 6. You got to put any now to put any money for any money for the bay 6 here. I got square. How to put any now to put any money for the bay no 575, $6, and so now to put any how to put any money for any money for the bay 6. I got 575. But 6, now 6, now quarter, and 625, but any money, but a quarter, how to put 6, 6.25, 625, 6.25, 25, but thanks for all your help. 6.25, how to put any money, but any money, but any money, but and I have sold Rufus $6 a pound, buyer number 111111.
Very big thank you to U.S. Metal Roofing out of Holyoke, Massachusetts for another purchase of a steer. Great to see those back-to-back buyers. Okay, folks, we got 9 more after this one, so we're down to 10. If you came for beef, here's starting to get down to it. Okay, lot 35, medium weight steer weighing 1,270. The 4-H'er is Zoe Violet of Sutton, Massachusetts. Member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club, where she's been for 9 years. This is her 4th year here at the Big E. Steer's name is BMF Kason Andor. He's a Shorthorn Hereford cross, and she's had him since March of 2024 when he weighed 90 pounds. He now weighs 1270 for a total weight gain of 1180. Zoe would like to thank her family, friends, club leaders, and everyone that has supported her in the past. This is her first and last bred and owned 4-H steer. It's very special to her because her family, this is the only calf from the family, for her family, the only calf from past year's show heifers for her to show here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is her first and her last bred and owned through the 4-H steer. It is something special to have a 4-H'er breed a cow, born on the farm, raise it from the start to finish. It's a full cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Violet with lot 35.
Great job, Zoe. Here we go. You're going to put any money for the bay 5, how to put any money for the bay 4, 5, and 6, and 7. You're going to put any money for the bay 6, 7, and 6, 7 to be, and how to put any 650, 750, 750, 750, 7, 7.5, how to put any, what'd you say? 7.25, 725. 725, 725. You're going to put any money for the bay 7.25, and 720 put any money for 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 725. Be money for any money now 25, now 50, now 750, 750, 750. Wait a minute, she's going to phone a friend. We'll be here when you get done. 725.50 and 750. You're going to put out of it any money for any money for 25.50. 750. You're going to put that thing on speed dial, will you? 725.50. You're going to put in out of it any money for any money for and she says, I have 750. 775, 775, 775, 70. What happened? What happened? 750, 75. How did anyone do that? 750, 75, that's good. We'll go over here then. 70, 75, now I have sold the steer right here, 750 to buyer 139. That's good information to have.
Very big thank you to the Eastern States Expo for their purchase of our number 35 selling steer. Okay, steer number 36 is a medium weight steer weighing 1,220 pounds. The 4-H'er on the halter is Tyler Horn from Warren, Connecticut. Member of the Litchfield County 4-H Club, been there for 10 years, and this is his second year here at the Big E. He's also involved with showing dairy goats. Steer's name is Whiplash. He's a Maine Anjou cross. He's had him since September of 2024 when he weighed 500 pounds. He now weighs 1220 for a weight gain of 720 pounds. I'd like to thank his dad, mom, brothers, friends, and mentors for all their help and support along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Horn of Connecticut with his medium weight steer, Whiplash.
All right, 1,220 pounder. Here's Whiplash. Oh, get around. 5. 350, 450, and 4 now. Now 5, now half, now 6. 650. And 50 here and 650. And 6 and a quarter. Go the hard way. 25, 6 and a quarter, here we go, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 25, sold a steer in the back row, $6 a pound of iron number 38.
Very big thank you to Center Square Grill for their continued support of the sale here out of Long Meadow, Massachusetts. Okay, lot number 37. It's a lightweight steer weighing 1,040 pounds, led in by Annika Gillespie of Sutton, Massachusetts. Been a member of the Sutton Preservationist 4-H Club for 8 years, 4th year here at the Big E. Steer's name is Bill. He's a belted Galloway steer, and she's had him since October of 24, when he weighed 500 pounds. Now weighs 1040 for a weight gain of 540 pounds. Annika would like to thank Chris and Angelica Scott, her family, and Oatley Farms. She also wants to say this is going to be her last year showing, so she's aging out of the 4-H program. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a great last steer sale here up at the Big E. Someone who's been here for many years and really looking forward to being in agriculture going forward.
All right, another high-yielding belty. Oh, go down. 1,040 we're paying for here. 5 and 5 where we 450 and 4 now 5 now half now 6 and 6 556 and 6 where we 650 650 $7 657 7 here 650 bid 7 7 bid 7 675 675 and now 675 $7 7 to you 675 7 and somewhere shaking his head the wrong way 675 7 sold him right here 675 buyer 129.
Very big thank you to Smith College out of Northampton, Mass. For their purchase of steer number 37. Here in front of me now we have steer number 38, led by Miss Cora Dotson of Stafford Springs, Connecticut. She's a member of the Willington Willing Workers 4-H Club. Been a member for 4 years, and this is her 3rd year here at the Big E. She's also involved in the Rockville FFA show team. Her steer's name is Arlo. He's a Simmental steer. She's had him since November of 2024, when he weighed 620 pounds, and he now weighs 1,475 for a total weight gain of 855. Again, folks, 800 pounds, 850 pounds in less than a year is great. Cora would like to thank her parents and everyone at Circle G Farm for their help and support this year and allowing her to house her steer there. Ladies and gentlemen, Cora Dotson with lot number 38.
Oh, of course, got a nice chunky steer. 1475. Here down. How to put it in? 1425.
Yeah. Oh. 75. We're doing 75.
Okay. All right, we're going with 1475 is what you're paying for. $5 a pound. Get $5. $4.50 and $4.50. Are you looking here? $4.50. 4.5. How many are left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after this.
6 after this. We're getting down there. Get your hands in the air. Bids 4. 4.50. 4.5. 4.50. 4.50. Somebody's going to say, oh my goodness, we were all asleep when we sold that steer. 4.50. 4.50. 4.5. Roger, you want in here? 4.50? 4.5. 4.50. Look in. 4.50. 4.50. Hands in the air. 4, 4.5, 4.25. 4.25. 4.25. You say 4.25. 4.25. And I have Styles. You got $3 a pound. Give 3. Here around. 3. Let's go. 3 and 3 where? Come back to the auction. 3 here. That a boy, 3.50. 3 between half. 3, 3.50. And 3.25. 3.25. Thank you. 3.50. 3.50. 3.75. This one's half price. 3.75. $4. 3.75 at 4. You got him at 75. You got to work on the front row now for $4. Right here, Bill. Right here. He's got to be 4. No, he's good. He's good. This one here's got to be 4. Front and center. 375, 4. Roger Dodger, $4. Yeah, no, yes? 4.25, sir. 4.25. 4.25. 4.25. Thanks for your help. 4.25. So the Roger buys $4 a pound of buyer number 33. Thank you both for your help.
Very big thank you to Stony Ledge Farm of Westfield, Mass. for their purchase of that number 38 steer. Okay. Lot number 39. Nice heavyweight steer, weighing 1,380 pounds. 4-H on the rope is Natalie Mayer of Stafford, Connecticut. Member of the Talon County 4-H Club, where she's been for 7 years. This is her third year coming to the Big E. Also involved in showing dairy goats and rabbits. Steer's name is Leroy. He's a Simmental steer, and she's had him since December of 2024, when he weighed 580 pounds. Now weighs 1,380 for a weight gain of 800 pounds. Folks, 800 pounds since December is great. Cora would like to thank her parents for helping her with her steer this year, and Heidi Maury for all her support, and lastly, all her 4-H leaders that were there whenever she needed the help. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie with a 1,380-pound steer from Stafford, Connecticut.
Well, Barney, you like them round, you like them chunky, you'd have to like this one, wouldn't you? Oh, yeah. How about 6? Here down. 5. 4. 3. 50. And 3 and 3 now. 350. And 3 3 now. Not 4. 375. $4 a pound. Before 375. 4 and 4. No 4 here. 375. 475 at 4. You can ride with any month without 4, 4 and a quarter, and 425. Out of it any month without any month without bay 4 and a quarter, and 425. Out of it any month without any month without bay 4 and a quarter. Look in here, boys and girls. Awful nice steer. 425, 4 and a quarter. You can ride without any month without any month without any month without bay. Now 25. Now 50. We might get Styles one before we're done. 425, 50, 450. You can ride without any choppy copy. Oh, what happened? What happened? 425, 450. 25, 50. Did you want a second to talk to your banker? 450, 450, 425, 50. What's he say? 425, 50. He said no. Oh no. 425, 50. I have sold him right over here, 4 and a quarter. We got 1,000 as a buyer. 1,007, 1,007.
Very big thank you to our online bidder. I do not have a name, but we will get one. Okay. Whoa, we are moving today. Okay, lot number 40. Folks, we got 5 left, including this one. Before we get into these last 5, I just want to remind you guys, the quality of meat here is not going down. We're seeing animals that just to get in up here, we got to have, standards. These kids got to show. They put a lot of effort into this. So all these steers, we might be selling 40 through 44, but that doesn't take away from what you're buying. Okay, medium weight steer weighing 1265. On the lead, we have Havana Upshaw of Lowell, Massachusetts. Member of the Black Walnut 4-H Club. Been a member for 5 years. This is her 3rd year here at the Big E. Steer's name is Ghost. He's a Charolais, Angus, and Limousine cross. She's had him since January 25 when he weighed 500 pounds. He now weighs 1265 for a weight gain of 765 pounds. Havana would like to thank her family for driving her to the farm every day to take care of the steer, and for everyone who helped her learn about raising a steer this year. She wants to say that she's planning to use the proceeds from this sale to start a college fund and pursue a degree in agriculture and fund next year's projects as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Havana Upshaw of Massachusetts.
All righty. Here we go, Havana, 1,265-pounder. Smoky steer here. I can ride a bit any money, but a bay 5, 4, how to bit any money, but a bay 3, 50, and 3.5, not 4, how to bit any money, but a bay 4, 354, how to bit any money, but a bay 4, 50, how to bit any 4 and a quarter, 55, and 5, how to bit any money, but a bay no 475, and 57, how to bit any money, but a bay no 450 here and 475, and 57, how to bit any money, but a bay 50, 75, 475, and 57, how to bit any money, but a bay no 475. And 57 out of any month, but I got 450. Center row, 475. And 57 out of any month, but I no 475. Look in here now, 450, 75. Young and wide, but any month, but any month, but I 50, 75. I have last call. Young and wide, but any month, but any month, but I 50, 75. Now I have 4.5, 475. I got 50, 75, 50, 75. Now I'll take another spin around. Young and wide, but any month, but I 50, 75. Last call. I gotta go. How to any month. 75. Sold him right here, 450 to buyer 137.
Very big thank you to Bagwell Farm of Foster, Rhode Island for their purchase of that steer. Okay, 41. Getting down to it, folks. Only got 44. Okay, this is Haley Sarandria of Bethlehem, Connecticut, leading a medium weight steer weighing 1,205 pounds. She's a member of the Litchfield County 4-H Club for 11 years, and this is her 4th year here at the Big E. Haley's also involved in the Litchfield County Fair Association, the National 4-H Livestock Ambassadors, livestock judging, and showing boar goats. Steer's name is Bruce. He's a crossbred steer. She's had him since October of 24 when he weighed 500 pounds, and he now weighs 1,205 for a weight gain of 705. Haley would like to thank her parents for their support and encouragement, and her 4-H family and for their help and mentorship, and to everyone else who helped along the way of getting here today. She also wants to say that she started her first year of college, and the profits are going to go for her next project and help her fund her college career. Ladies and gentlemen, Haley Sarandria with Bruce, weighing 1205.
He's black, he's fuzzy, he's square, and he's here for sale. Young rod of it any money, but any money, but a 5 where in 5, young rod of it any money, but a 450, young rod of it any money, but a 4.5, not 5, 75 5, out of it 5 1/4, out of it any money, but a 25, 5 1/4, be bought of it any money, but a bottom of it any money, but a 5 1/4, and 5 and 25, be bought of it any money, but out of it any money, but out of it any money, but a 5 1/4, and 25 where. Now quarter, now half, now 75. Now you're both out here. I got 550, 575, and 50, here we go. Thank you. Now $6. I got 6. Looking in here, 575, $6 a pound, and 6. 75, 6 I have. Sold him 575, buyer number 40. Yeah, your buddies are proud of you.
Incredible thank you to La Cucina of Hamden, Massachusetts for their purchase of that steer from Haley of Connecticut. Okay, steer 42. Steer 42 is a heavyweight steer weighing 1,400 pounds on the nose, led by Julia Sniffen of Bethlehem, Connecticut. She's a member of the Litchfield County 4-H Club and has been a member for 5 years, but this is her first year here at the Big E. Steer's name is Levi. He's a Black Angus steer. She's had him since October when he weighed 700 pounds. He now weighs 1,400 for a weight gain of 700. Julia would like to thank her family for support and helping her friend Cody for helping her at the fairs, and her friend Maddie Kemerson for supporting her on this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, her first year here with many more years to come. Let's give her a great sale so she can fund next year's project. Julia Sniffen of Connecticut.
All right. Julia, was it a good experience? Julia, did you have fun? You going to do it again? All right, here we go. We're going to out of it in the out of it under it in the money with a bay 5 4 out of it in the money with a bay 450 4 for out of it out of it in the money with a bay 450 4 for out of it in the money with out of it in the money with a out of it in the money with a bay 450 and for out of it out of it in the money with out of it in the money with a bay 4 1/4 450 475, 475, 450, 75. Young out of it in the money, but out of it in the money, but a bay 50, 75, 4.5 and 75. 450, out of it in the out of it in the, would you say 475? And but out of it in the money, but a bay 50, 75, 4.5 and 475. 450, out of it in the money, but a bay 50, 75. Nah, yes, no, I'm out here at 450, 475. 475, 475, 475, 475. Hey, this is one of 3 left. Is that correct?
That's right.
If you came to buy one, get on the edge of your chair now. I won't be able to help you in a couple minutes. Right now I can. 450, 475, and 5075. Here we go. 450, 475, 475. Sold him in a back row. 450 a pound to buyer number 121.
Yep, I got it. I know. I'm just not telling them. Buyer 121. She's taking it back home. She's going to continue to show that one throughout this year. Thank you, Julia. Okay. Steer number 43. Miss Hannah Cargill from New Ipswich, New Hampshire, leading in this 1,235-pound steer. Member of the Hillsborough 4-H Club, has been a member for 10 years. This is her 2nd year here at the Big E. Steer's name is Harry. He's a Simmental steer. She's had him since August of last year when he weighed 400 pounds. He now weighs 1,235 for a weight gain of 835 pounds. Hannah would like to thank her parents for all their support, the people and the leaders who have helped her learn so much, and she's thankful for another year here at the Big E. Hannah's hoping to take money from this year and put it into next year and her education going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Cargill of New Hampshire.
All righty. 1,235 pounders. Medium weight steer here. Hook a five. Five where. 450. Forgot 4.5. 4.25. And 4.25. $4 a bid and 4.25. And a bid on 25. 4.25. And not 25. Now 50. And now 50. Now 75. 4 now. 50 75. He came to life at the end of the sale. 450 75. 50 75. Here we go. 475. And 50 75. 475. Anyone else? 475. And 50 75. I have sold him. Online, 450, buyer number 813 1013 1013. That doggone southern accent.
Big thank you to that online buyer. Okay, steer number 44. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Elizabeth Lance of Rhode Island. She's walking in with steer weighing 1,230 pounds. She's a member of the Rhode Island Beef Club and has been a member for 2 years. This is her first year here at the Big E. Steer's name is Diesel. He's a Hereford Angus cross. Had him since October of 24 when he weighed 560. He now weighs 1,230 for a total weight gain of 670. Elizabeth would like to thank her family for their support and Dave Rodriguez and Jess Kutu for all their help with purchasing the steer. She'd like to say that purchasing a steer from the 4-H beef sale, you're not only benefiting yourself by buying quality meat for your freezer, but you're also benefiting and supporting the future of agriculture with our 4-H youth. 4-H youth put in a lot of time, money, and effort into their project, and she's learned a lot of valuable skills along the way, as have all of our other 4-Hers. Ladies and gentlemen, steer number 44, Elizabeth Lance of Rhode Island.
All right, Elizabeth. We're bringing up the rear. Save the best for last. Now, if you came to get one and you haven't got one yet, right now is your opportunity. Yes, sir. Here we go. Who got $5 a pound? 350. 3 and a half. Now 75. Now 4 and 4. I got 375. $4 and 4 and a quarter. 50 75. 475. 50 75. $5 and 5. 550. 550 and 550. Thank you. $6. 6 where? What's that? 75. 575. 575. Yeah, don't worry about her. 550, 75. Hey, it's easier to beg for forgiveness than for permission, right? 575. 550, 75. 550, 75. 5.5 75. 575. Hey, this is the last one. She needs help. 575. Thank you. $6 here. 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, 25. 25. He said no. He said yes. I sold him right here. $6 to buyer 18. Waited all night to get one. Thank you, sir.
Okay, folks, before you start to head out, we had 2 steers. We do a nice thing here where people who buy those first steers, that first round, that money goes right to the 4-Hers. Whoever bought that steer has an opportunity to do a buyback or a sellback. What they do is they run the steer through the sale again, and the price that you're paying now, that money goes towards the 4-H program. So all those scholarships that you saw Mike give out earlier, this whole program is hugely benefited by these 2 purchases right here. We're going to sell back again steer number 22 and 29. You're taking home the beef. The money's going to the 4-H program. Okay, so steer number 22.
Okay, 22, he was 1,245 pounder. Comes from Julia out of Connecticut. All the proceeds are going to benefit the 4-H program, pay for the scholarships and education and what have you. I'll go down. Who get $2 a pound? $2.50 and now 50, 75. 275 and 50, 275, 3 1/4 and 3 and 325. 3 1/4 and a half, 350. I got 325, 350, 325, 50, 375. I get 50, 75. You say 75, Barney? I got 375. I got, okay, now 4. Sir, it's your turn. $4. 375 and 4. 375, 4. 425, Barney. 425. 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Front and center, right here. Young man buys $4 a pound. Buyer number. It's coming. It's somewhere. Yeah. 101, multiple longtime supporter of the 4-H program. Thank you, sir. Buyer number 101. Stan Zimlock, Parkhampton, Connecticut. Thank you, Stan. Okay.
Last one.
Yeah. This is 29 or 27? 29? 27. Okay. So they told him 29. We're going with 27. Right? Or not? Are we okay? Do what? Yeah, but
They circle 29 here.
we were told 29 was a resale. And this young man, Jonathan, he thinks his is a resale. We just got to get to the bottom of which one it is. 27? Okay. So Jonathan's right on board here. 27's the one we're reselling. All right, benefit the 4-H program. Comes in from Jonathan Reveal, Massachusetts. $2. I could round up at any money, 2.5. I could round up at any money, 2, 2 1/4, 50, 75, 275, 3. I could round up at any money, 3 1/4, 350, and 25, 50. I could round up at any money, 350, 375, $4, and 4. I could round up at any money, 375, 4, and 4. What do you say? 4 1/4, 4 1/4. 4 1/4, 4 425. It was a gallant effort, sir. Thank you for your help. 4 1/4. 25.9. Sold him on the right side. $4 a pound. The buyer, Barney, was. $1 for 14. 14 is Peter Sklarski from South Hadley, Mass. Thank you, Peter. I want to thank you all for your attention, your bidding and buying. Make sure you see the cashier on your way out. Thank all the kids for their hard work. I thank you all. I thank the Big E for having me. Thank you, Ben. Thanks to my ringmen, Barney and Bill. And have a safe drive home.